Yo, 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 how's it going, YouTube gang? Part 3! I think he was over here. I don't know who I want to replace. The famed treasure of House Ravis, indeed. His name is Therian, and he is a thief. He is a lone wolf, as rugged and sharp as the harsh peaks of the Clifflands. Roving from town to town, he has drifted into Boulderfall. He works alone, though it was not always so. Few know his past, or even seen his face, but tales of his exploits are told far and wide. He has heard a rumor of the Mark II, tempting to resist, a treasure said to be impossible to steal, and so he sets out to test the security of the Great House Ravis. He would need cunning allies on the path he has chosen. Okay. The archer's so strong, but Cyrus exists. The weaknesses seem really nice. Archer just seems too OP to not use. I also won level Cyrus, whatever. Time to do the beginning of the tale.
Heck yeah.
The usual. As you like it. I heard that thief's at it again.
Really? What's he done this time?
Lifted everything off a merchant, leaving the goldsmithy. Guess he didn't get his fill at that fancy manor the other day. Still can't believe he made it past all those guards. I'm sure the more the better for him.
They were more like decorations than actual guards.
Ain't no point swooning over someone else's work. Someday we'll make it as big as that thief, and then we'll be the talk of the town.
Yeah, you said it, partner.
Partners in crime, huh?
It was 10 years ago. Our paths crossed in a particularly dingy gal. Or is it just jail?
I'm just assuming it's jail.
'Cause that's how it was in Code Vein, right?
I think so.
I remember that meeting well. After all, it had quite the influence on my career.
Oi!
We'll get in.
And?
Not even a please.
Ah,
You won't last long in here with that foul mouth. Well,
Ha!
no, you seem to be doing just fine.
huh?
Impudent brat, you'll learn your manners the hard way, just like the rest.
Hey,
I see you got the same more welcome I did. And who are you? A no good tea leaf who got caught in the act just like yourself.
Oh, really?
Just like me, huh? Well, you look a lot worse. I will get used to seeing this ugly boat, because I ain't getting prettier anytime soon. These guards think they can beat the attitude out of us. And don't go easy on no one here, least of all teapots like us. Sounds about right. So ready to be a good little boy and play nice with the guards? Are you?
now.
And I don't plan on staying here till they change their mind. See, I got a pin here to unlock the door.
Hey,
Hey, what do you think? You're a little busy right now.
here.
Try using this instead. A key? Where'd you get this? Sent it from the guard once he was all riled up. Look at the cobblers on this one.
My thoughts exactly.
Now let's get out of here. The name's Darius, mate.
Therion.
Partner.
Well, Therion, looks like you and I are officially partners in crime.
Ah, sweet memories. Fill it up.
There you go. Beg pardon, would you happen to be after them Ravis's treasure? If you are, I suggest you think again. Heard another would-be fortune hunter was tossed in the dungeons yesterday.
So what's the count now?
A score? Maybe more? But House Ravis ain't known to be kind to those who covet their wealth. Still, poor thieves can't help but flock to that manor like moths to a flame. Suppose it's all those rumors of their riches that keep them coming. Some say it's enough to buy up the whole town and then some.
Just one town? What about the neighbors?
Can't say for sure. No one's ever seen the treasure. Even that master thief they keep talking about would have more than his hands full.
A perfect tale for the tavern.
Look, when you've been in the business long enough, you can tell things at a glance. You're a smart and skilled young man. Probably have a long career ahead of you. That's why I'll say it once more. Stay away from that manor.
I have a feeling I'm not going to stay away from that manor.
Thanks for the advice.
That's a weird feeling.
Next time, I'll have a tale of my own to tell.
They say that Ravis Manor's up at the top of the mountain where only the richest of the rich live. Oh, I didn't know I was over here. I want to rob these people and get rich. Quick. Do I have the ability to lockpick stuff yet? Can I try lockpicking this chest? Oh, can I just open purple chest on this guy?
Yeah,
Oh.
pretty convenient.
Seems it.
What do we have here?
If I didn't know better, I'd say they were overcompensating for something.
All right?
Change posts.
Oi!
You there.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Listen up.
Stop dragging your feet, walk with purpose. Yes, sir. We're getting paid a fortune for this job, do it with pride.
Well, I'll be damned.
It's like an army, just what kind of place is this? These dogs smell a rat. His guard dogs look vicious. And that's not all, the walls are lined with wire. One false move and it'll sound the alarm, no doubt. Yep, trying to scale the walls would be more trouble than it's worth.
Huh?
What's this now?
Listen,
What part of no visit allows you not understand?
exactly.
The Ravises have more important matters to attend to than entertaining riffraff like yourself. It won't take long, I swear. I'm merely a merchant looking too.
Yeah.
A merchant, you say? Prove it. Prove what? I came to show the lady of the house some of the finest fabrics in the realm. And we're supposed to just take you at your word? If you can't show us proof, you can show yourself out. But Final leave, I swear, the nerve of these hoity-toity types.
Oh.
Never thought the front door would be the easiest way in. Time to get my hands on some proof. People don't use disguises enough.
Yeah.
I think it's a perfect way to steal stuff.
What do we have here?
Well, if it isn't our merchant friend.
No.
Those bloody Ravises, don't they know some of us actually have work for, or some of us actually work for a living?
Yes.
Turned away at the gate, joined the club. You too, but why? They're doing it to everyone. Rumor has it they're guarding some great treasure inside. But I'm not after their treasure. I just wanted to show the lady of the house my wares. Then they told me I needed proof, as if this sack of soaked dresses isn't proof enough.
Right.
Indeed, you need a letter of introduction to get inside. A letter of what?
The truth is...
House Ravis only does business with the most esteemed merchants and traders.
Ah.
So how can I get one of those letters? One of these letters. It's not easy, that's for sure. First you have to make a name for yourself here in town. Once you've proven yourself a reliable trading partner, then and only then will the Ravises write you a letter. That said, you can count the number of people who've earned one on one hand. That sounds like an awful lot of work. Are you sure there's no other way? I can think of at least one.
I'll do what thieves do
Lifting
best.
from the pocket of someone who's done the work for me. Yeah, I get it. Unique abilities. Yeah, this seems really hard, Jared.
Listen. It is.
I don't think so. Seems like I get unlimited funds and free items that are way better than what I can afford. Therian.
It actually does sound pretty accurate.
Just out of curiosity, how long do you plan on following me?
Huh?
So you noticed. For thieves, you aren't very discreet. You're keener than most, friend. As are we can tell you've come for the Ravis fortune. If the army surrounding the manor is any indication, it's more than worth the trouble. And have you actually seen this treasure?
Aye, aye.
We don't need to see it, just look at what they've got guarding it. Guards, dogs, traps, you name it, they got it.
And?
And you came all this way to warn me? How thoughtful.
I suppose so.
Look, we've got a proposal for you.
No thanks.
And I've got an answer, no.
Listen,
Just hear us out, mate. We can help each other.
Yeah.
My partner here has been inside, or he's seen the traps they've set up there. Hex, he walked straight into one and set off an alarm.
oi!
Shut up, you said you wouldn't tell anyone about that. Anyway, I got out just fine and we're here now, so what do you say? It won't be easy to carry all that treasure on your own. We're offering you a helping hand.
Nope.
I've already got 2 hands, that's enough for me.
Damn you.
So you think you're too good for us, is that it?
Huh.
I'm a thief, not a nanny.
Say again?
You're an ungrateful guy, that's what you are.
Are we done here?
Listen, I don't have time to entertain you clowns, I have places to be.
Hey.
You're not going anywhere. Ugh,
Bye now.
get out of my sight.
Shikes!
Are you with me, mate? Speak to me. Mate.
Oi!
Thieves!
Let none escape!
You won't get away. They're on to us.
Partner.
There he is, this way. Got it.
Person!
Dang, we lost him.
Find them!
They can't have gone far. Let's check the back alley.
All right.
They're gone. We should be safe for now.
Mm-hmm.
That went better than I expected. I wish I could have seen the looks on their faces. Huh, they deserved it for treating us like teapots. We might be small, but we're smarter than they'll ever be. I can say that again. If we put our loaves together, no one can stop us. Take butchers at all the loot we got. Yeah, it's quite the haul. Show a little more enthusiasm, mate. This is all ours now. Right. We knew what we wanted and we took it with our own hands.
Partner.
That's the spirit. All the world's treasures are ours for the taking.
Partner.
If you say so, partner.
That's right.
I do. Mark my words, we're going to be the greatest tea leaves the world's ever seen. Darius. There's no time for nostalgia. I need to get myself one of those letters. I'm unstoppable, dude.
Kinda seems like it. Also, I got hired help, and it is exactly as you said it would be, and it's pretty good.
How good is it?
Well, I have a list of 5 people. The first one costs 150. Unleash a sword attack on all foes and grant increased physical defense to all allies. For 150.
Interesting.
The most expensive is 30,000. Unleash a powerful sword attack on all foes, which probably instantly kills everything if I had to guess.
For the most
I
part,
will
probably.
not be testing it.
I'm stealing all these weapons, but they're quest weapons. Works for me. When you've been in the business as long as I have, the Ravises will be begging you for a visit. It's all about experience.
Time to get to work.
Like for me, your experience hasn't taught you where to or when to keep your mouth shut. Yeah, I'll rob him blind. I already stole from this guy. Also, I can actually check equipment later. I shouldn't be getting into a fight.
Now then.
Pleasure doing business with you. Now to pay a visit to the manor. This is where this ends, and I can go with my team. So I'm going to sneak into the mansion. Yeah, what is it? You want to pair up with me? You sure you're feeling all right? The Mork's House Ravis. Just keep quiet and try not to get in the way, okay? So he's perfectly fine teaming up with us, so that makes sense.
I mean, of course.
Okay. I'm gonna have to lure someone in this village for these bosses. Skills slow motion. That doesn't sound that great. Inspiring plum. I'll pass. Fireball. Ooh, but I already have one that's lightning bolt. Yeah, no, we're fine.
Lightning bolts are pretty cool.
They are. Okay, let's get Theory and some equipment going, probably.
Heck yeah.
I honestly don't have that many good things. I now have some accessories, though. Okay, let's rob this joint. Two guards at the gates. If I can fool them, I'm in. Time to sell the merchant. Good day, sirs. I have come to call on the Ravises. Would you kindly announce my arrival?
Who are you?
You're not taking anyone today. Be gone with you at once. Be gone, I say. Something tells me this one's bark is worse than its bite.
My sincerest apologies.
Let me introduce myself. You see, I'm a merchant of some repute. A merchant and of repute, you say. Don't make me laugh. You ought not judge a man by his robes.
To tell you the truth.
As a matter of fact, I was personally summoned by the lady of the house. And I doubt you would react kindly upon hearing I was turned away.
What?
Summoned? You? You think we're going to believe that codswallop? If we had a leaf for every rotten thief who gave us that story, it would be as rich as the Ravises. But since we aren't, we're here protecting their fortune from would-be swindlers like you. I thought you could outsmart us, did you? Next time you're summoned, remember to bring your letter. This letter?
Oh.
Would you be referring to this letter, perchance?
What the? Hey.
How'd you get that? It must be a fake.
Desperate times.
Now for the finishing blow. If you still aren't convinced, I fear there's not much else I can do. I'll take my leave, but I will give Lady Revis a full report of what happened today. I wonder how she will see fit to deal with this affront to my good name.
Hold on there.
Wait, sir, we were only doing our jobs. Yeah. You may pass.
You have my gratitude.
Why, thank you, gentlemen.
Now then.
Now the real fun begins. I'll just sneak in through the window over there. Is what they want me to do. But there's a hidden item up here.
He's too smart for him.
It's like stealing candy from a guard. Only a 12% chance to recruit him. Yeah, no. A war spear. A broadsword. It's a broadsword.
I figured.
Guess we're going in. Something tells me this is going to be considered dungeon. I'm going to get random encounters right here. Maybe not though, you know?
Come on, I've got better things to do.
Now then.
Letting the hunt beginning.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that one's weak to spears.
I am ready.
Not spears. Stabbies. Ooh, the counter. Which means that these guys are probably weak to sword. Thief skills. Steal an item from a single foe. How good is it?
What do you mean?
The steal.
Usually I steal like healing grapes.
That's pretty great.
Ah!
Get it?
I am ready.
Yeah.
I'm like, who can I summon? But then it was the roving naturalist.
Of course.
Guys weak to lightning. Good to know.
Victory shall be mine.
These guys weak to spears or something?
Letting the hunt beginning.
Huh. Well then, they have no weakness.
Out of my way.
The wildfire seems pretty good.
Victory shall be mine.
Okay, well, I think I've tried pretty much everything on these guys. I think. Okay, well that one might have been weak to that. Maybe not though.
Try this.
I am ready. What next?
I think I tried. Okay. Well, we'll never know what they're weak
ready.
to.
Tried it.
The battle.
What next? Coming.
Take aim. Never really tried the true strike. I don't know how good it really is. Untamable. I can't capture a person.
Tragic.
We have a lot of double strikes.
The hunt endeth.
Cyrus might have been the right pick here.
Let us fight with honor.
I am ready.
Those people are weak to that.
Letting the hunt beginning.
I don't want to use my arrow storm, but I will break their guards.
A torrent of arrows.
Without if I would have hit, but whatever.
Now then. I will cut you down.
How did those guys die
My
first?
turn.
Try this.
My turn. What's yours is mine.
Stole a plum.
Coming, if thou darest.
Don't really want to summon any more beasts.
am ready.
They're so OP though. They naturally do like a lot of damage.
Now then.
Letting the hunt be holding back nothing. I honor thee, my quarry.
He's fine. He's leveling up. If we are forced to use people though, it might be kind of tough. Because, you know, leveling's going to be a pain. Unless they have some sort of catch-up method or something.
To do.
Or just good spots to farm.
Victory shall be mine.
Yeah, I don't know what these things are weak to.
Out of my way.
Well, they're weak to sword at least.
I am ready.
My turn.
Come in, if thou
But
darest.
do we think they'll actually use the sword attack? Yes.
The
you
battle
like
is
to see.
truly joined.
I am ready.
Hit him with the Night Ode.
Knighthood, bring your shade. The show is over.
The archer is just so strong. It's kind of unreal. I don't know if I have to go over here.
This is the beginning of your end.
Okay.
Now then.
I am ready.
My turn.
Yeah, those guys are weak to daggers at least.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
I think a dog could be weak to hammer.
Uh-huh.
Pretty sure I had a dog with a hammer would be pretty effective. Turned out I was right.
As a single character used a hammer.
Well, yeah.
I don't believe you.
Letting my... Thou didst fight with courage.
Soul fire stone. I'm gonna get so many Godstone encounters, and I don't want to get any of them.
Ready.
Use lightning, please. Okay, good.
Victory shall be mine.
This guy's weak to dagger. I don't use that.
I will cut you down.
My turn. Don't blame me.
Letting my arrow fly and true. I am ready.
What are these things weak to?
Letting the hunt beginning.
Chop? Or slash? Well, chop seems kind of weak.
Try this. Now then.
My turn.
Could try capturing it.
What's yours is mine.
Stole the olive of life.
I am ready. The show is over.
In the show. They stole the show. Jared doesn't get it.
Come on,
He'd be
I've got
laughing if
better
he
things to do.
Now
did.
I'm currently in a cutscene. Repeat the joke.
No, it's fine. Whatever.
Repeat it, coward. Okay. I'm sure I'm going back for
I'm
Eclipse,
ready.
which I'll definitely see this very specific part. I'll be laughing.
Mm-hmm. I think those things are gonna be weak to fire, but you know what? Let's forget this guy is the
Letting my arrow fly
That.
and true.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm copping one of these guys. I only have 2 more uses on this anyway.
I am ready. Nighthode, bring your shade.
Now then. With each battle, I grow stronger.
I don't like this mansion, Jared. Not very cool.
Why not?
Well, lots of enemies, but mostly the exploring is annoying.
Agreeable.
Tis a good day for battle.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
I don't want to arrow storm. Well, that's a lie. I want to arrow storm. Okay. So now we know one of their weaknesses.
Try this.
I am ready.
Okay. Can't really exploit anything.
Victory shall be mine.
I am ready.
Victory shall be.
Don't play.
Letting my arrow fly.
Doesn't try. The guard dog is pretty powerful.
The hunt endeth.
I don't like how little control you have over the beasts. Like telling them what to do.
Yeah.
Who to target and how to attack. To be fair, if I just get anything that has AoE, that might just be the best monster to have. A majority of the time, at least.
This is the beginning of your end.
I am ready.
Victory shall be mine.
I don't want to waste all of Obert's stuff.
Coming, if thou darest.
I can double bow.
I am ready.
I don't know if it'll kill, but
My turn. What's yours is mine.
I mean, to be fair, the olive of life is a
Coming,
revive
if
item. That's
thou
pretty
darest.
nasty.
Yeah.
Have at you. Ha! Ah, the thrill of the fight.
played more than 10 hours.
Food.
Oh, I know. See, but how am I supposed to know if I'm supposed to go this top layer or this bottom layer first?
That's the
Now,
question.
let us hunt him.
Oh, I'm gonna have to break this regardless.
Don't blink.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
And I could potentially freeze with my Ice Sentinel. Okay, yeah, it's still
I'm
that guy.
ready.
That's exactly what I wanted to do.
Have at you. I think not. Now then.
What next? Yeah!
I am ready.
I'm gonna get a free attack though. Kinda.
Letting the... Yeah!
Well, that much damage, honestly.
I am ready. The show is over.
Oh, well, there's a lot chest there. There's a chest up top. Is there waiting at the bottom for it? I don't want to do all these fights, Jared. I really don't.
I am ready.
My turn.
Now then.
Unfortunate.
Letting my
Kinda.
arrow fly and true.
I am ready.
I kind of thought I'd get more chances here, but
Victory shall be mine.
this is not what I wanted to do.
What next?
There.
I am ready.
Nido's probably our cheapest option. Well, I can't guarantee hit all of them unless I use one of my good moves.
Watch me now!
The battle is. I am ready.
What? Coming!
Smash,
The
smash,
hunt
smash.
endeth. Now,
So
let
many
us hunt him.
fight.
Now then.
I am ready.
I can double attack on theory. Yeah, we'll go Nido
Coming.
strats.
It- Yeah!
Out of my way.
I am ready.
I might not even have to Nido'd. Yeah, it's fine, I'll Nido'd.
Victory shall be mine.
I still have the sweep. Yeah.
I will cut you down.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
I don't know what thing will do the most. Probably the slash. What is this one though?
The hunt endeth.
It's crazy that those things don't use SP. They gotta Keep a supply of them. What's the point of being able to go in this? Did I miss something?
This dance.
So
I'm ready.
many enemies. Let me run. Okay. Going down the steps seems like it'll lead me to chests. Why is this place just so confusing, dude?
Because mansions are impractical.
Uh-huh.
This is the
I'm definitely
beginning
running
of
from these
your end.
fights. I feel like there's no point in
I'm
fighting these
ready.
things. I truly might have to... Wait, I couldn't even get over there, though. But I saw there was a chest down there, I think. Unless that's just design. I didn't actually see what I thought I saw. Because I didn't see a way to go down.
Standest thou against me? Then be hunted.
Okay, this one actually.
I am
isn't that
ready.
My turn. Try this.
Coming.
Victory shall be mine.
I don't really want to spend a level stuff, but
my way.
I have money to, where I can buy some SP restoration items if I really got to.
The thrill of the fight.
How closely to a level up? Can I check XP here? Yes, next level 52. He still has a good bit to go. Are they the plums? It gives you like 40 for one thing. So yeah, I think it's fine. Oh, didn't make that use. Learns. I have enough to get some stuff for people. Already have Arrow Storm, Yank of whatever that is. Cause a single foe to act at the end of turn for 2 turns. It's honestly pretty good. I doubt it affects bosses though. Heavy lightning to a foe. I feel like it's not worth it. I have a feeling True Strike just does more damage than the Thunderbird will.
Probably.
Plus, I'll probably want to use my summon things anyway. So maybe I'll just hold off. Actually, I do get another archer thing, so maybe I don't want to do that. I'll go Thunderbird. HP Thief. Skill SP. Share SP.
Level 4 Salamander. 2,500, 2,500.
Yeah, that sounds... Yeah. Okay, reduce a
Just a
single
little
foe's
strong.
physical attack, and reduce a single foe's physical defense. Those are probably the 2 I go for. Now for him. Unleash your sword attack on a single foe. Yeah, maybe that would be good, because I kind of need a good attack for single target. Let's see. Allies speed or allies physical defense? I think I'm gonna go with speed. Okay. Now we got some support skills. Recover a certain amount of SP each turn. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Endure. When equipping characters inflicted with poison, sleep, confusion, blindness, silence, terror, or unconsciousness, their physical and elemental defenses are enhanced. Okay. When using a non-damaging skill on a foe, there's a chance you will attack as well.
It's pretty good.
Doesn't seem that great. Equalize that accuracy. Ooh, increases critical by 50? That's actually pretty sick. That's actually really nice. Yeah, I don't really want to rely on chances though.
Must fight with honor.
That's fair.
Trust your foe.
Out of my way.
I can reduce defenses and attack. It's pretty nice, pretty nice.
Letting the hunt begin.
Let's see how much the lightning does. Oh, that was
I am
decent.
ready.
The
So,
battle
4
is
SP
truly
a turn.
joined.
That is not
Victory
bad.
shall be mine.
Yeah, I mean it's not really like, oh, I'm gonna be able to use infinite, but it's kind of a way that I can afford to use their attacks more often.
Yeah.
I am ready. Nighthode, bring your shade. The show is over.
Basically means I'm probably just gonna be cleaning up on them as a priority if possible. Maybe I'll go grab grub real quick while I'm at a safe point. I
Not
have
the
a
worst
feeling
idea.
I'm about to get into a puzzle and then a boss. Shall pause. We'll be back. And now we back. And we ready to clap back.
Uh-huh.
What kind of puzzle am I looking at? I'm gonna have to read. 'Cause I want to eat.
So, this is the amazing treasure everyone is talking about. It looks like an ordinary gemstone to me. Can't imagine it's worth all that much.
The jewel before you is worth more than your mind could hope to fathom. Your inability to discern as much is disconcerting, to say the least.
Who the hell are you? Not just anyone can sneak up on me like that.
I should be the one asking you that question. Not just anyone could have made it this far into the manor, after all.
You won't get answers by stroking my ego.
I meant it as nothing but genuine praise. Allow me to congratulate you on being the first thief to make it here.
You say it as if you wanted this to happen.
Just so, we tightened security for that very purpose. We figured no thief worth his salt would be able to turn down such a challenge.
Go on.
To this end, we even asked the barkeep for help. His job? Find promising thieves and spin tales about this manor.
In other words, you tricked thieves into trying to rob this place.
Think of it more as appealing to their inner nature. The great treasure of Ravus Manor, guarded by a veritable army. What thief could pass up such glory, such riches? We had such high hopes, but were constantly met with disappointment. But finally, one has proven himself worthy.
I should have seen this coming.
And yet you did not. And I find myself most grateful for your lack of foresight.
So what's your angle?
I need not explain that to you. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Heathcote. I am a butler
in the service of House Ravus.
You expect me to believe an ordinary butler snuck up on me? Anyway, who you are won't matter once I'm out of here. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I assure you, you won't be going anywhere anytime soon.
Uh-oh.
What? Let's get this over with.
I am ready.
Well, let's summon something.
The battle is truly joined. Come if you dare.
Out of my way.
Come in, if thou darest.
Okay, what do I want to do here? We do have some double strike bullcrap we can do. Okay, well, I'd hoping to hit the other guy.
Shall be mine. Stand firm.
I am ready.
It depends on what we want to do here.
My turn. I see through your defenses.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Why are you attacking that guy?
I am ready.
Okay. Therian by himself is not going to be able to attack that much. However, I can attack and break things up.
My turn.
I feel like I should probably just attack. We're weak to though. Let's do fire. Why not?
What next? Coming. Never missing.
Now then.
Cross strike would probably be pretty good here.
Watch my blade dance.
Yeah, that's definitely a good move.
Have at you. Come if you dare.
I am ready.
Look at that guy's kind of useless. Let's see. Huned's gonna be able to do something, so maybe I'll just boost that. I don't know if they're gonna attack physically though. Do we think the summons are still physical? Well, actually, no, I don't. I want to see if I can find out this guy's weakness at all.
Letting the hunt coming.
Well, like I said, I could do True Strike. But I also just feel like my summons are going to be better. I don't know who they're going to target.
I am ready.
Okay, we should still be able to, right. I'm gonna get another turn for taking this thing.
What next? Never missing.
Victory shall be mine. Stand firm.
Okay, now
Out of my
Therian,
way.
in theory, can hit multiple times here. Reducing the defense
loud.
might be the play. But I feel like I can also just, like, attack this guy 4 times.
What next?
Well, Primrose will go. If I could save any amount, that would be nice. Thunderbird.
Lightning, done my bidding.
I am ready.
Have at you.
If I get a chance to attack again, yes. And I should still have enough if I increase my own physical strength. Okay. Now this guy should die pretty soon,
turn.
especially if I use this to decrease his defense.
I see through the defenses.
Okay. Olberg might do a lot of damage
Victory
here.
shall be. My blade is unbending.
They have down defense, I have increased strength, and I'm using a 4-star raw strike. Let's see what we can do.
Watch my blade dance.
Okay, yeah. That's
I'm ready.
a pretty good combo overall.
Come in, if thou darest.
I don't know what this thing's weak to. I'm just gonna try freezing it. I know one of the other guys is weak to freeze.
Out of my way.
Fire? Nope. I assume I tried normally hitting it.
Try this.
I am ready.
We tried darkness. How do I fool everything? You tell me I did no things? Okay, I'm gonna increase on its
The
speed.
Panther Dance.
I don't think I have my cover.
No.
Skill. Okay. Not
Come
weak
in,
to spear.
if thou darest.
Weak to bow? Not weak to bow.
Let's do this. What's yours is mine.
Figured I had a steal.
I am ready.
I know they weren't weak to darkness, but
The moonlight walks.
we haven't tried hammer yet. How weak are they?
Letting my arrow fly and holding back nothing.
Have at
That
you.
was a good move, actually.
Have at you.
I am ready.
Come in, if
My turn.
Try this.
And we never tried sword. That's unsurprising.
come in, if
I want to try this. Yeah, so the minion definitely would
How
be
about
more
you?
powerful, no matter what situation.
Out of my way.
I am ready.
Time for a moonlit waltz you won't survive.
Uh-huh.
The show is over.
So, you can hold your own in battle as well. It seems I underestimated you.
That makes two of us. Was that a part of your butler training?
I see you still have some reservations about my true profession. Though I'm sure my victory here lends my words no credit.
Your victory? What in the...
Any thief worth his salt should recognize that band. The mark of a convict. The fool's bangle, as some call it. Undeniable proof of a thief's humiliating blunder.
Get this off of me!
I do not take my orders from you. I've attached it to your arm for a reason. If anyone is to see it, they shall know of your failure here today.
Why, you...
However, I imagine your pride will not permit you to be seen with it, and that makes it perfect leverage for negotiations.
Negotiations?
You may have broken into my home, but for now, I will overlook your transgressions.
Oh, great. More company.
Pardon my belated introduction. My name is Cordelia Ravis, and I am the lady of the house.
Regards to your decorator. They sure have a way with traps.
Allow me to explain. The treasure you are after is a family heirloom known as the Dragonstones.
Of course, Dragonstones.
You don't say.
The Dragonstones have been in my family for generations.
Wait, dragon stones? I see one.
Yes, once there were more. But the stones were stolen during the chaos following my parents' passing. Fortunately, Heathcote was able to recover the Sapphire Stone.
What touching devotion. Is this the part where I move to tears?
Perhaps, once you understand your place in this story. If you collect the 3 remaining stones, we shall remove the band from your arm.
So, this was your plan all along.
You don't understand? Like, we'll use this band as leverage, as if there's absolutely no way of taking it off. As well as, like, I couldn't just hide it. But they realized if they just offered, hey, you're a really good thief, and we think you can do this, how about we reward you with a ton of money? Right?
Yeah.
Yes, but please understand, I
Pretty
had
sure
no
he would do it just
choice.
for that. He's getting paid to steal.
Well, aren't you too clever? Setting a thief to catch a thief.
Don't thieves often say, the ensnared has only himself to blame?
Yeah, they do. For a butler, you sure know a lot about thieves, old man.
I dare not bore you with my story when there are more pressing matters at hand. Will you undertake Miss Ravis's mission, young thief? If you refuse...
I'll do the job.
Excellent. Then I pray your journey will be a successful one.
And he's just gonna help?
Oh, you're back.
Okay, what a weird guy.
With a tale to tell, too. I'll trade it for a drink.
Afraid I don't deal in that currency.
Listen, I just came from Ravis Manor. Had a lovely chat with a fellow named Heathcote. Maybe you know him?
I did warn you not to go there. So, was it everything you expected it to be?
And more.
All that and more, and now I'm awfully thirsty.
I think me and this guy
Might
are just
need
on the
2
same
drinks to
wavelength,
get
Jared.
this bad taste out of my mouth.
Fair.
First this letter and now this.
Coming right up.
All right, the script. Head north of town. Yeah, I also think I'm gonna multi-class if I can Primrose as the thief.
That's wild.
What's it? I assume I might get something on the thief or something on them that makes things last longer on enemies. Which will be nice, but as well as if I can just debuff and buff and then just use Darkness Dagger when I need to and just focus on that. That sounds really good, especially since it seemed like it made quite the difference. So. It seems pretty cool. Plus, I don't want to use this nerd, Tyrion.
That's fair.
Downside is that it won't give me another weapon. I'll just be able to use dagger and sword. But I feel like that makes the most sense to do it like that. Over making another one of my people thief. Just because buffs and debuffs sound good. And if I can just have evasion and stuff, seems good. I don't know what I'm multi-class anyone else has, though. Because Olberg already seems really, really strong. So.
Yeah.
And none of the other classes seem like they really come close to it. I could see maybe the archer or whatever, because that gives me bow and hammer. Which seems like it could benefit him pretty well. Because I don't get the capture or anything, right? Because that's just them.
Yeah. Most likely.
Yeah, but it also would give me lightning. Which seems pretty cool. And yeah, the attacks with that and the crit buff. I don't know. It doesn't seem that great except for the access to hammer. But what's your guy? Because he had hammer, right?
The apothecary?
Yeah.
What about him?
Like, he uses a hammer, what? Staff? Just a hammer?
He just uses axe.
Okay. So, that could be pretty good. And I'm pretty sure you're using warrior on yours, right? So.
Yeah.
There might be a reason for, that. Turns out. Yeah, but I'm definitely thinking the thief. And then I might just make Cyrus mixed with the healer. You know? Just have everything I want in one team.
You're gonna make the guy who only has a staff only have a staff?
I think so. I feel like it works. Better than bringing the healer around as anything else,
Fair.
I feel. And then what even is Tressa? Is that just a merchant or is that something else?
I think so.
That's bow, spear, and then some wind magic, and I don't know. That just doesn't seem like a good class. I hate to say it.
But I mix him with the thief. Go crazy.
That's what you're gonna do, or
I might just.
doesn't seem bad. I mean, although Primrose stuff isn't
So to
bad.
be fair, I could also just make my thief a merchant.
Yeah, I thought that's what you said you were doing.
I said making the merchant a thief.
Oh, gotcha. Honestly, either way kind of works because they are kind of
I do
useless.
both.
That's actually true. It really depends on how good the support skills are for a lot of the characters. I think that'll probably be the main thing. Is once I have all of them, seeing what the support skills are. Unless you think we can multi-class temporarily and then swap, and I don't know. 'Cause I assume we
We
could
probably don't keep them.
Yeah. Especially because it would require you to have a lot of skill points. for the battle things. But to be fair, you can. It's like Blue Dragon, right? So could be fine because it's like its own experience. So it's not like it's based on your level.
Yeah.
So maybe it is like that though. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking the Dancer Thief goes kind of hard. Just 'cause they seem like they're supposed to be paired together.
Fair.
Yeah, no, the Hunter, I don't know. I think they have a lot of potential with like a lot of their abilities. I don't know. Just feels like they don't
I
do that
think
much
they
damage.
could just be insane if you mix them with a class that also has 2 different weapons.
Just for coverage? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, say, Thief, for example?
I just feel like it doesn't really help them a lot because their capture thing is just like essentially their main thing. Like I feel like them being a hunter doesn't really even add anything to them. 'Cause I feel like the true strike's not really good. The only thing they really get that seems decent is the arrow storm. Like literally out of all these things, and I guess take aim, like the critical and accuracy. You know, I didn't even think about that. I could probably use that for arrow storm, right? That'd probably help if it is accuracy that's the problem. I wonder if that's the same for the 1,000 spears, because that's attack random foes the polearm 5-10 times. However, if that just makes it hit more. The only thing though is that, like, again, while those seem like they pair well together, it seems bad to do them on the same person.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. That's why I'm concerned with making them like a thief and stuff, because like just because I have buffs and then I'd also have the debuffs, it's like I'm not gonna have enough turns to do everything. I feel, or I'm not gonna be able to keep up all the buffs. So it just feels kind of bad. Because like if I'm using skills every turn, I'm using SP every turn, which goes down, and then I also am not using my basic attacks. So I feel like it's kind of, I don't know. That's the main reason why I feel like the multi-classing just is kind of hard to do. It's like, what do you really want? I don't know. I'm not worried about that right a second. I was, but now I'm not.
Mr. Therion!
Of course.
Mr.
You worried about
Therion,
that last
please
second.
wait.
Exactly. Not this one, but the last.
What now?
I came to see you off on your journey. As it is at my behest that you're setting out.
Look, I'm just fulfilling my half of a bargain. Nothing more, nothing less.
I understand that, but...
He's right, milady. This is simply an agreement between us and a skilled but short-sighted thief.
Exactly.
There is something you should know before you go. As you saw, I recovered a blue stone. It is known as the Sapphire Dragonstone. The remaining 3 are the Dragonstones of Ruby, Emerald, and Gold, each named for its sheen.
And if I steal them all back for you, you'll remove this band.
You have my word.
Your word? Well, that sounds legitimate. Any idea where I should start looking?
Rumor has it that a scholar in Noblecourt is researching the Ruby Dragonstone.
Noblecourt? Great. I'll fit right in.
Mr. Therion!
What is it this time?
Please, do take care out there. Did I say something amiss?
Never thought a man of my talents would be working for someone like... It's nothing. You'll get your stones back soon. Just leave the thieving to me.
So Therion set forth his mission, which He begrudgingly accepted to retrieve the remaining 2 Dragonstones of House Ravis that he might have the mark of shame removed from his arm. Little did he know what fate awaited him. Okay. So also, are a lot of these pieces or places going to be bunched up or no? Guessing not.
What do you mean?
Because Tressa and Cyrus, like, their thing is both at the Quarry Crest. But I'm guessing that's just a town. Maybe these other places aren't all towns. No, they look like they're all towns. Okay, but they have the same town. Okay. Well, I guess it's time to get this little nerd. Yeah, I feel like just making Cyrus a priest, making Primrose a thief, making... I don't know what I want to do with Ulbrich. And I feel like I'm going to use Honnet unless something else pops up. Because none of the other characters really seem that great besides Honnet. Because Ulbrich's obviously a tank and can do a ton of damage. Primrose can do a decent amount of damage and not forced to use them. But I just think Cyrus with his enemy passive as well as just the identifying weaknesses just seems useful enough to want to keep him around, even though he doesn't seem that great. And also coverage is pretty important. But then Honnet also just has the bow and the hammer, so that kind of also just covers what I can't inflict. So I feel like that's what I want to do. Unless Alphen is a really heavy hitter, but I have a feeling he's not. Where is this guy? 80% chances. Mm-hmm. 15% chance. I feel like probably the best thing to do is like to either provoke or not provoke, the whatever thing it is. Thing Cyrus can do. Or that thing first to try and get all those bonuses.
Yeah.
Like, because that just seems important. Okay, I probably don't need to go here actually. I also realized the chapters might honestly not take that long because usually we're doing the hear the tale from the beginning and that adds a lot of just like straight up dialogue without any gameplay. And I'm assuming we're not going to have to do that every time. But I could also see them doing a bit of backstory every time too. I just hope that's not the case. Because that sounds kind of annoying to have to deal with. And I'm sure you can agree.
Yeah.
A dubious gold ore. Okay. After the solve all the gosh darn characters. Honestly, I probably don't even need this Alphen guy. But I'll get him. Zeph, Nina, you better hold off on me. There ain't no way I'm letting that Venom beat you. You hear me, Viper? I'm coming for ya. This is that really easy boss, right?
Yeah.
The boss for Therian or whatever was really easy. Like, he didn't really do much to fight back, but I feel like I had a pretty good setup against him. So his name is Alphen. He is an apothecary. His whole life has been spent in a pastoral village of Clearbrook, where he looks after the residents as a young apothecary. He is not alone in his efforts, though. Zeph, his best friend since boyhood, works alongside him. I think it's the same Zeph. But when Zeph's little sister is bitten by a deadly viper, it falls to Alphen to fashion Ando before the poison takes it. Oh, so we do have a story where they're trying to rescue him with medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And so he ventures out to the Cave of Rhino. I know there's no end there, but where he must do battle with the Dread Beast. He would caring allies. Of course. Okay, well I think I'm gonna replace Therian because it's Therian.
Okay. I'll have you know I'm replacing Ulrich or whatever as soon as I can.
Yeah, I just don't know if I want to go Honnet or Cyrus, because I feel like I regretted not going Cyrus last time. So maybe, you know, but I feel like I'm going to regret not going Honnet. I want them both.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The rest of the people can go die, though. I don't care about them. He's the beginning. Oh hell! I shall fill my
Oh,
drink.
what?
Okay, yeah. I'm not listening to him cough.
Grandpa, be strong! Can you really save him with that medicine of yours?
You betcha. Just sit tight.
This guy's a
Nah. You know, I didn't really find
Bam!
it
That
until
should do
now,
her.
but he's a lot like
Drink it down
Lemillion, I
slowly
feel.
now.
Lemillion.
Which may explain why you don't like him.
Are you going to do a run on every character start? If there's a reason to, then maybe. But I don't think so. Because like Trials of Mana was like, we didn't have to do each character like we thought we did. There was only 3 different endings and it required you just to do pairs of people. So, that was that. But in this, I thought it was going to be like 8 different stories. But it seems like it's just whoever you choose, you're stuck with and you can't change off your team. And then you basically just go in a circle around the basic map and you recruit all the characters. And that's what we're doing. And then they each have like follow-up stories that we'll have to do. So I don't think there's going to be a reason to do second playthrough unless there's something for a New Game Plus. So we shouldn't have to. I don't really see why we would have to, because we're basically going through each character story in one playthrough. It's a weird thing. Very weird.
Well, I'll be. Thank you, my boy.
Don't mention it. Just doing my job. This'll stop the coughing for now, but your lungs have seen better days. Try to give the pipe a rest, sir. Here?
Can't handle the smoke pops.
Oh, Elfin.
That's
Thank
basically
you
what he
ever
said.
so much. How blessed
Yeah,
we
cough
are
right in
to
my
have
ear,
an
Jared. I didn't get
apothecary
enough
like
cough
you
from
in
this
our
old man.
village.
I'll cough again. But yeah, essentially, if it was cool.
It's not much, but please.
Nah, it's on the house. Why don't y'all hold on to that and buy something tasty for you and your grandpa? I'll be back to check in on him, okay?
This age, the art of medicine and healing are still in their infancy. Yeah, as if I can't revive people who have fallen, an entire group, and cure everyone of everything, and a plum can bring people back to life. Yeah, that sounds like they're in their infancy. My bad. With diseases and illness rampant, the people rely on salves and fashioned by apothecaries.
Mama.
This guy sucks. All these merchants know better. Just sell a heal-all. That's
Did you
all
see
it
me,
takes.
Ma? I whipped up an antitussive elixir like you wouldn't believe. Can't believe it's been a year already.
That's one thing I will always hate about the immersion of a lot of games like that, is the like items that can just heal and cure things, but then characters in the thing die because of it. It's like, how are you gonna tell me this person's dying of poison when I can cure poison with a thing that I can buy from any shop in the entire world? It's like, oh, this person died, but we can bring them back? It's like, I feel like there has to be a reason, like someone special, so it only works on them, you know? Or something like, I don't know, something weird. You know, I feel like you have to do something like that, like what wouldn't work on something. Like, oh, they're dying because of old age or something like that. So you can't bring them back from something like that. But what even really is dying of old age?
Am I any closer to being the man I want to be? The man he was.
I don't know. It's just weird.
Alf, I've been looking all over for you.
Call me Alf.
Hey, Zeth. Done for the day?
Yes, only 2 patients today. Having you around sure eases the burden. If only I could convince you to quit giving out discounts.
Oh, come on. The poor gal has enough trouble looking after old Alec. I can't very well take what little she has.
I'm just teasing. You know that's what I like about you. If the villagers are healthy and happy, that's more than good enough for me.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
We may be new to this, but between the two of us, this village is in good hands.
Sure is. Plagues, epidemics, bring your worst.
Mm-hmm.
I'm counting on you, Alf. We all are. Who would have thought that little troublemaker would turn out to be a top-notch apothecary, huh?
We can't all be born with a silver pestle in hand, Master Zeph.
Your mother would be proud.
Maybe.
Anyway, I should be getting back to Nina.
Yeah, beat it. Head on home, big brother.
Hey, Alphen. We've been friends ever since we were small, right? I know you better than anyone, so be honest. You're keeping something from me, aren't you? I'm right, aren't I? Alf, the truth is...
Master Zeph! Master Zeph, you must come quickly. It's your sister.
These look like bite marks. Alphen, could you take a look as well?
You got it, buddy.
What am I looking at here? Guessing a snake bite.
She's fallen into a deep trance. This is worse than we thought.
Indeed. Nina's the only family I have. If I lost her, I'd...
Wish she could tell us what happened.
It's safe to assume she was bitten by something poisonous. But what? Without knowing the nature of the poison...
We can ask her what she got bit
The
by.
wrong medicine could make things worse, and quick.
Damn it all! What foul beast did this to my Nina?
Let me ask around. Maybe someone saw something.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna have to listen to this guy talk.
Inquire. Need a secret. Nice chatting with you. I wonder if there is a reason, like, to scrutinize over this. Like, if one is just straight up better.
Come on now.
Bite marks on Nina's leg. You sure don't know where they came from? For sure you don't know where they came from? I want to help your friend, but I'm an apothecary, not a miracle worker. If I don't know what bit her, there ain't nothing I can do.
Oh?
You want to help her too, right? So just tell me, please. Nina wanted to pick up water blooms for her brother. I wasn't so sure about it, but I went with her to that cave. And then this giant snake came out of the bushes, and yeah. What kind of snake? Was it black?
No.
No.
I can't believe it, but...
Don't tell me. Was it amber with blotches on its back?
Yes.
Guess how'd you know?
Holy...
The flame take me. A blotted viper.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I know we're not supposed to go there. But Nina wanted it to be a surprise, so she told me to keep it secret, and...
I see.
Thanks, Lily. You told me what I needed. You're a brave girl to bring Nina back here. Don't you worry any more about that scary snake here.
Nina.
Good God, the blotted viper. A nasty critter if there ever was one. This ain't good. Time's of the essence. The poison is spreading through her veins as we speak. I must prepare an antidote with all haste.
That's why.
But I need to get my hands on the original venom. There's supposed to be a nest of vipers in the cave of Raiho, yes?
Give me a break.
Yeah, along with plenty of other nasties. Reckless ain't the half of it.
Well.
I know, but what choice do I have? I'll leave it once. Look after you forward.
Hold on now.
Hold on, Zev. You look after her, I'll go.
Huh.
Alphen, are you mad? I'm responsible for Nina. I won't let you risk your life like this. Don't worry about me. Now go back to your sister's side.
Just a minute.
I swear, have you taken leave of your... Zeph, where are you? Nina. I'm here, Nina. Will you hold my hand? See, Zeph, she needs you. Thanks, Alf. Come back safe, you hear? And so I have a date with this Viper, you see? We just met, and still want to come and help me out? Shucks. I owe you one. There are good folk in this village, down to the last, and Zeph's always stuck by my side, so danged if I won't stick by his. So let's go. We're heading to the Cave of Rio, just east of the village. We'd better hurry for Nina's sake. Okay. So let's see. Let's try talking to someone. I can scrutinize, but I can't inquire.
Interesting.
But you need to be level 10. That's probably why. Why can't I challenge? Need to be high enough strength. Why can't I lure? It's not an option. Let's see now. Discount at the end. Okay, but now... Okay, so it does count as both. So no.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just after this you don't need to level people as much, so it's kind of like whoever you decide to levels really the only one that can do it. I don't know.
It's also possible that some people don't have a friendly chat.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. But also it's like weird with provoke and challenge.
Yeah, that I don't really understand, because apparently also provoke's not like you. It's convincing that no monster got in there. Which just feels weird.
Yeah, why can I inquire, but then maybe they're just more susceptible to one or the other?
Possible.
That could make sense with provoke and challenge. Like maybe some things are just easier to fight on one character and not the other. Like say that was a 12% chance for the scrutinize to work, but then inquire just worked. And I want to believe that that's not just, oh, this one's straight up better.
Yeah.
Uncontested. But you never know. You really don't. But challenge and provoke, I can definitely see.
It's like how buying stuff is just straight up better than stealing, you know? A 100% chance.
To be fair, yeah, the chance is the only reason that would matter.
Again, they kind of seem like even, I'd say.
What do you mean, even?
More, both are useful.
Oh, yeah. Well, basically, if it's like impossible to steal, but you need the item or you really want the item, then it's like you can buy it. But stealing is, I would rather only have the ability to steal than the ability to purchase.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the same with this Inquire. Inquire just seems better if I don't got to worry about it. But like you said, it's probably like there's just something that we're either going to just be able to or not be able to do because of it. So. Nice, 72. But let me guess, I can just inquire. But see, like, I wonder because... Okay. Then I can check the scrutinize the same as inquire. I was thinking maybe it's like if I get nothing from inquire, I can instead do the other one. But no, it could have both completed, so just... I don't know. But also, what's the point, like, doing some of the stuff like the challenge? Like, I just don't get it.
It seems like sometimes there's people blocking doors, but other than that...
I mean, I haven't really noticed that. Well, I've noticed people blocking doors, but I never thought that just challenging them would help me get to them. Is that how it works? Like, did you test that?
On 2 separate occasions.
Gotcha. Okay, well, that's good. Because then I feel like it's probably just provoke or the other one just being a better option most of the time. Like, just depending on what the enemy uses. That I can understand. Because, like, some of the people just didn't really seem super weak to, my, one guy. And it seemed like it was very hard to, like, do anything. I don't really see how the archer would do it better ever, really. Because you just wouldn't be as tanky.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It could also be the case that they're basically the same abilities. It's just in the, like, actual side quests they matter. Like, those are more you get different rewards based on how you handle the situation. I don't know. Like I said, we'll try that, at least with the side quest. Try different options and see what happens. Anyway, I'm gonna pause. And he's unpaused. Time to go forth and die to a really bad boss. Is Cyrus your last character?
Cyrus?
Not Cyrus. Are you doing Primrose right now? You finished up work, right? You swapped off them. I don't know. No, there was a yep. It's a bull crap.
You won't feel a thing. Bring it on.
Does he have ice? What is this? Concoct, mix ingredients to create a host of medical and hazardous compounds. But I have a certain amount of these things? Oh, so I gotta use resources. That sounds really bad.
It also isn't very good.
Yeah, kinda. And he only has an axe. Wow. Yeah, I can tell you who I'm not being.
Remember when I said, like, Alpha was, like, really useless in the beginning?
Yeah, I think I can
you
see
know what?
how.
Cool off.
I am ready.
It wasn't until you changed everything you did.
Yeah. When I made him like the knight, you know, suddenly it became pretty good.
Knighthood, bring your shade.
Break vulnerabilities.
Victory shall be mine. Ha!
I am ready.
Hit him with a knighthood.
Knighthood, bring your shade.
That was fun.
The show is over.
Yeah, so how fast did it to replace him?
Replace who?
Alfin. Or did you just, before you got the ability to replace him, you happened to get the night job?
I wanted a healer, I think. Really. Let's see.
Can he
I would've
even heal?
gotten this guy, Alphin, the hunter. And what, Cyrus?
No, the hunter I think you got. Or do you already say that?
Yeah. I think I had the opportunity to replace him for a little while, because I got the job in the Riptides, which is like
I will cut you.
a pretty old character.
Yeah.
I am ready.
And you chose to play them.
Knighthood, bring your
Never see
shade.
him your own.
Uh-huh.
Only
Only
was gonna die.
What meant to say? I don't know if these things are weak too. I only have a staff. When I analyze.
So much to learn.
Axe.
Here we
what do you
go.
know?
An interesting dilemma.
Okay, well, I can try to kill these other things. I'm sure all this is gonna do so much damage. It actually wasn't bad.
I am ready.
Have at you.
The one thing I do think is cool though is that with the multi-classing, it's like you can find someone you like their ability and then just change them completely.
Yeah.
What even is? Cause they just have summon, right? Like the allure and then the. It's like that's cool. I guess. It's useful. I don't know if it's as useful as some of the other abilities, but that's the only main reason why I don't think I would have chosen Primrose. If knowing that that's basically what choosing a main character was, it's just because I feel like they won't always be useful.
Yeah.
Compared to someone that would always be useful. However, I feel like I would say that about any of the characters I would regret, except maybe Olberg. Truly. I think that's the only character that I wouldn't mind having on my team the entire time. Maybe the Hunter, honestly. I feel like if I was forced to use the Hunter every time, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much only those two. Again, maybe Cyrus wouldn't be the worst.
Feel a thing.
I guess the Thief also isn't terrible.
Victory shall be mine.
Just not exactly good. The ability to steal seems good, especially if you can steal from bosses to get cool stuff. Also trying to find the time to steal in a boss fight. Not the best.
Yeah.
Gotta sneeze. Oh, this guy just says sweep. That's why you want him around.
The battle is truly joined.
Oh, I don't know what these guys can do. I think we're just gonna hit this. Oh, so I could just... Okay. So do you do like additional damage on the hit that breaks? That kind of seemed like that's just what happened. Unless I like crit or something.
That's one thing that I've also noticed. I think if you exploit a weakness, you always crit.
Even with their barrier up? Or...
Seems like it.
But you're definitely not doing full damage though, right?
Yeah.
It's more of a... You should be trying to exploit weaknesses all the time, even if it's not breaking.
Research on you.
It seemed like I did a lot on the break hit, specifically.
I'm ready.
Which seemed weird.
Too slow. The battle is truly joined.
Let's see. Let's compare these damages.
I will cut you down.
No. Okay.
Now, what next?
I can probably do a fire. I guess fire works. Oh, they're weak to ice.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go. What a cool guy. Lit.
I am ready.
And defend. I'd go before the bats, but I don't think that's exactly good enough.
Nighthode, bring your shade.
Victory
See.
shall be mine.
An interesting.
Here we
Why
go.
do they do so little damage to normal attacks? Like even Cyrus does like nothing.
Bring it on.
Maybe it's like Shimigami.
It's possible.
I am ready.
In which case being over leveled sounds really good.
Yeah.
Or being under leveled sounds really, really bad.
That is how that works.
Soothing? Mild medicinal. Is there like a list that you get on him somewhere where it says how to do
Well,
stuff?
if you do something, it shows what it does.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think I was never gonna
So
use it.
essentially, if we test everything, you know?
See, that sounds like work.
It does.
No, I think I'm just gonna ignore it. That sounds better.
See, the thing is that the materials seem kind of like a pain to get, and the effects don't seem that good. So why would I worry about it?
Yeah, unless you can create some really good ones. Looky here, a patch of water blooms. This must be the place. Not just a pretty sight, makes good biters too. What? No wonder Zev's favorite. What an angel coming all the way here to pick flowers for her brother. And if he ain't just the fellow I was looking for. But see how massive is this snake gonna be in the actual combat? Sorry to drop in unannounced. Hey, don't suppose you could spare a nip of snakebite, could you?
Oh.
Oh no, don't get up, I'll help myself.
Well now.
Well shucks, if you insist. But let me give you a hand.
Better roll up the sleeves.
Okay.
Now, what next?
Well, I could just try magic, or I could just try analyze.
So much to learn.
I am ready.
Okay, we did dagger. Seems good to bring out the scholar.
Victory shall
As
be
much as I want to sweep. The big guy doesn't even attack yet. Unless we stop this little guy. I'll never be able to attack him. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do.
Come if you dare.
Bring it on.
I have axe. I assume they have to be weak to axe in some degree.
He didn't even look at the Inquire. Kind of cringe.
Okay.
Stand firm.
Shucks.
It does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
That'll do her.
I am ready.
Okay. Well, I can't do 6 dagger attacks or dagger to everyone. However, Olberg's not going to be doing any attacks anytime soon anyway. So I think smartly that and hope the guy sweeps.
What's this now?
Okay. He's not gonna be doing anything, so maybe a double analyze. Well, it actually is weak to staff. That's 3. If I attack 3 here. No, it's still gonna get an attack. I might go try and analyze.
So much to learn.
Ice, okay, that adds up.
I am ready.
Okay, I could attack a lot here. I could also Night Ode and try to kill these minions.
Watch me now.
I don't know if that's really gonna help though. If If it killed, it'd be good, but I don't know if it's gonna kill. Whatever.
Nighthode, bring your shade.
I think Alphen has to heal himself. Must I have an item that heals all? Restores HP to all allies. I don't got a lot of those. If I care about Alphen being alive, though.
Let's get down to work. That'll do her.
What's this now?
I'm feeling he's gonna die, though.
Now the true lesson.
Maybe for the minions are at least weak now.
Too slow.
I am ready.
Again, I could do this to hurt them, but also if I summon. I think we'll do
Nighthode, bring your shade.
Here goes nothing.
Well, I could freeze. Can't triple axe, but I can double axe. I still can't break that. I think we're just gonna first aid Cyrus.
That'll do her.
Still being targeted. I still have whatever out, cause that gotcha.
I think not.
What's this now?
Oh,
Rolling
ice,
dice.
pierce them through.
Unfortunately, though, I can't do anything really to help here. Thinks that I could defend again.
I think not.
I can hope he doesn't die here.
I am ready.
Okay, never mind. And we can't dagger attack everyone.
Nighthode, bring your shade.
That killed minions.
What's this now?
Okay. I think we're set. We just break this.
Here we go.
And then maybe heal one Mad Lad over here. One probably
That'll do her.
Of course, all of his buffs are gone now.
My blade is unbending.
It's a shame, but we're still gonna do it.
Watch my blade dance.
I am ready.
Well, he'll be able to heal Ulbrich. Unfortunately, Cyrus will probably die because of that. But I don't think... I can try Moon the Walls. I don't think it's gonna do all that much.
Bring it on. That'll do her.
That's fine. If Cyrus dies, it happens.
I am ready.
Okay. Cyrus can hit multiple times. But how many is multiple? 4? If I hit 2, no, I'll be able to go again.
Now the
Well, he'll have enough, so I might as well increase my own attack. I don't know if Alden's gonna, or Alpha's gonna be able to heal.
I am ready.
The battle is truly joined.
Okay. Now let's try a cross strike. Actually, we should have another turn even still. Maybe we save it. Again, I don't know if Analyze is really gonna help here.
So much to learn.
Okay.
Now then,
Alpha's useless.
my blade is unbending.
I don't know if this is gonna kill.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
You know, stats effects aren't fun.
That's fair.
To be fair, Alpha doesn't seem that good. If I could get this, just use a healing item that heals more every turn. But, you know. Sorry, my hand slipped. What's that? Take all the venom I need. Don't mind if I do. Hold tight, Nina. I'm on my way. Yeah, I'm replacing him so fast. I hope I never have to play him. I might just skip a story just cause.
Dang. He's a cool guy. What do you mean?
No. Jeff,
Nina.
It'll be alright, Nina. Alf will be back any moment now. He's never let us down. Yeah. I know. When Father died and left the two of us alone, I didn't know what to do. The truth is, I didn't think I'd be able to raise you and protect you on my own. But Alf was always there to lend a helping hand. When he told me he wanted to study together and become an apothecary himself, he gave me the strength to carry on. He's always so humble, apologizing for being a burden on me. But the truth is, I'm the one who's been relying on him all this time. If only I could be more like him.
Alphen.
Did you miss me? Sorry it took so long.
What a relief.
Well, Finn, thank the gods you're safe. The Venom, you really did it.
Well now.
You know, call me crazy, but I feel like, you know, maybe Alphins would have been the worst one to start on. Like
That's
the worst character.
what I'm saying.
Because getting hit by stun lock and also being poisoned. Yeah, no, that doesn't sound fun. And also, I don't know if they'd have 8 shield. I doubt it. But if they did, terrible.
Yeah, kind of impossible, actually.
Yeah. I trust you can take it from here.
Yeah.
I'll get started at once.
You bet.
Hang in there, friend.
Now then.
Man, I'm beat. Think I'll head home and catch a few winks. Yeah. Head over there right ASAP. Team's looking a bit beat up. Might as well sleep to the end. Well, I think it's still free. I think when you're in the middle of their first chapter, it's free.
Of course you know that.
What do you mean? I think it's, you know, I just happen to know it. It's just when I piece together, I'm just a
Just
very
like you
observant
know that
person.
your honor is restored when you start someone's chapter.
That, it just says it. I mean, that just says it at the top of the screen. You know, I also don't think I gave him any equipment. Not that I really had anything better. Okay, I had a better axe, but not that I could have given him a shield. I could have given him a shield. I don't think anything can make him useful though. I didn't even look at his skills. But they're useless. I want to get Firestorm. I'm guessing it's something that can cure poison. Here's a single ally of all status elements and render them immune to further elements for 2 turns. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Attacks all foes with an axe dealing damage inversely proportionate to your current HP. Uh-huh. And poison. Sounds really cool. I think I'll get it. Learn some support skills. Okay. Elemental augmentation. This gives me 50 more elemental attack. Okay.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Inspiration, which with each successful standard attack gain SP equal to 1% of the damage you deal. That does actually seem pretty good.
Believe it or not, most of the time it's 1.
Really? Yeah, I guess it is 1%, right?
Yeah, but it seems to round up, so if you do 100 damage, or rather 101, it seems to give you 2.
Gotcha. Cyrus extra elemental attack. That's almost tempting to put on Primrose, because they do attack pretty elementally. It's fine. To be fair, I feel like Primrose is going to be more of a support anyway, like I said. And they also have a lot of evasion, so. I'm also going to imagine they each have their own just base stats. It's not really caring on the support thing, so probably finding things that back it up would be the play.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
I've also learned that second job things do affect stats.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
How so? Do they change stats or just like level growth or what?
Well, if I swap back to my base class, a lot of my stats just take a dip with no benefit, so.
Gotcha. Unless you think... I don't know. I'm trying to think how
if
that...
I swap my thief to a warrior, I gain like 200 health, like 10 attack, and like 5 defense.
Gotcha. But is it the same with your other person? Like that's the exact amount? Is those stats? Or is it... It's, you know what? I'm probably overthinking it. It probably is just your level. And so just you add it and then it adds to what the level, whatever you are. That's probably
how it
works.
It does seem the same for my other person though.
But are they the same level? They probably are both level 18. Or yours are probably higher level actually.
Both level 21.
Yeah.
I'm not losing this level lead anytime soon.
Yeah. I can see that. You need it though, so. You have died to more bosses. So.
He's the one that spent like the past 30 minutes on that snake.
That was not 30 minutes. And I had to read, sorry, my bad. Later that night. And that's because I was stuck with Alphen, or the thrower.
I'm always stuck with Alphen.
That's a lie. I wonder how Zeph is doing. You have someone who can constantly shred their physical defense so you can do more damage. If I had that, I would have won. If I had that instead of Alphen.
You act like I even use that. It's
worth
worth
it. He'll be fine, like always. Uh-huh. It's busted.
You know,
boost physical attack.
Huh?
You can boost physical attack.
And I do.
That is essentially the same thing, if not better.
I have a feeling defense is probably better than boosting my attack. I have a feeling they have more defense than I have attack. You know, Zeph, I've given it all to be the best apothecary I can be to be more like you-know-who. But sometimes I feel like I'm still so far away.
Yeah, that's right.
All it'd take is a stiff breeze to blow this backwater village off the map. And yet, this is where I was born and raised, where I learned my craft. It's got grouchy Gerdas, who I ain't never seen smiling. Meryl's got her act together, but she still needs a shoulder to cry on now and then. Gotta keep an eye on old Alex Koff too. And you, Zeph, I've been giving you a hard time since the gods know when. You invited me to study together with you under your father. Took care of the books after we went into business together. Right. What was I thinking? I better stick around here after all.
Now then.
But not here. I better go see how Zeph is holding up.
the flame take me. It worked! Nina's feeling better by the hour.
I knew it. With you on the job, was there ever any doubt?
Thank you, Alphen, for everything. You saved my sister's life. How can I ever repay you?
Don't even mention it. I helped out someone in a bind. Simple as that.
Those words. I remember when we were still small and the great pestilence came. Father could cure every disease known to man, but for the first time, he was at a loss. Then one day, a traveler came to town bearing an elixir the likes of which we'd never seen.
Aye, this'll do it.
Thanks, mister. But why'd you save me? We ain't got no money, you know.
Listen, son, and listen well. I saw someone in a bind, and I helped him out. Simple as that.
Shucks. I hope I can do that too someday.
Ever since that day, you've worked your damnedest to become just like your hero. To help people out, just like he did.
Oh, is that how it went?
Alphen, we've been together forever now. So I can tell. You want to leave this place, don't you? You want to travel the world and help as many people as you can. Just like him.
You knew.
I'm not daft, you know.
But still, this is my home. I know you're a skilled apothecary, Zeph. At least as good as... no, probably even a little better than me. But I can't leave you to look after the whole village on your own. Besides, who else would cut your ego down to size? Who'll listen to Gertus's grumblings and Meryl's tales of unrequited love?
I will. I'll do it all. Don't you worry about anything. I'll see that the villagers are happy and healthy. I swear it on my life. So go out and see the realm, Alf. Do it with your heart at ease and your head held high.
Guess what, Ma? I'm going on a journey. Time to see just how far my talents will go. I'm gonna save folks the world over, just like the man who saved me. Keep an eye on me, would ya?
Alf! Thank the gods you're still here.
Come on, Zeph. I didn't ask for a going-away party.
Just a little present for the road. It's nothing special, but... I want you to take my satchel. That way, no matter how far you travel, I'll be right there with you.
Wow. You weren't kidding when you said it's nothing special.
It was the only thing that came to me.
Thanks, Zeph. I'll take good care of it. Here, why don't you hold on to mine too?
Now there's a plan. I'll put it to good use, Alf.
Alrighty then. See you around.
Be safe out there, friend.
And so often set forth on his journey to travel far and wide to ease the pain of the sick and suffering. Just as one man once did for him, little did he know what awaited him in his travels. Okay. My main thing is the levels upgrade the ability. Might feel a little rough to do everything right this second. But I don't know. I'm trying to wonder how I want to level the team though. Because if we have to level each person for things, that's going to be kind of annoying.
Yeah.
I'm guessing my skill change is pretty low. Yeah, and a lot of this
This
stuff.
guy just straight up invincible? He's just one man. What can he possibly do?
What do you mean?
I'm fighting a drunk brawler. And he's sweeping the floor with
yeah,
me.
he's crazy, dude.
By that I more mean he's completely invincible.
Oh, yeah. You best believe it. Yeah, I'm thinking though I might just have to level these two people. Like the thief and these things, like to have the steal chance for a lot of these things and to inquire. I'm gonna need the levels.
Yeah.
But can I even? I figure if it just raises the chances and everything of stealing stuff and the inquire thing, I feel like I should level them. But my main thing is that if I go to level these people, then the team I want to level, like Cyrus and stuff, is going to get lower leveled.
Yeah.
And I also feel like I want to keep Olberg at a high level regardless. How am I supposed to level well? Exactly.
It cost me a lot of grapes and all of my beasts. But the guy has been bested.
Kind of surprising, actually. I'm thinking I want to level up my people a bit more before
I just didn't think it'd be so difficult. I thought I could take him easy.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how I want to do this. Because what? These levels are above my pay level. By a lot. I don't think there's a single thing under 20. Right? Yeah, no. So I feel like I need to level regardless. Huh. I guess I could head to one of the towns that I'm gonna go to and maybe just fight the enemies along that way. Thing is, I just don't want to use the thief and Alphen in my team. Believe it or not. But I think that's going to be how it has to go. Because, again, if Inquire is just better and stealing seems like very important, then I would probably want to do that. It's just they're going to be so useless on my team that I'm scared I'm going to... What's it? They're going to throw.
Impossible.
I don't think that's very impossible, dude. Huh. I don't know. I think I'm gonna try to go to like the nearest town that I need to go for my next quest, and like I said, just farm around there and see what the shop's like and stuff. But I wonder if there's like a method for leveling your other people. Because I don't want to use this team. But To be fair, I might not need to level Alpha if I just have Cyrus, though, right? It just... Inquire just seems better. But at the same time, if I can level the character I want to level and use a character I plan on using, that might be better, even if it's not as good. 'Cause I can't really afford to use the hunter, because then it would just have him provoke and challenge. And that doesn't seem very useful.
Yeah.
We'll level up a bit, and then I want to explore the towns, obviously, but it seems kind of dumb to explore the towns now if I need to get levels for all this stuff anyway. Okay. Let's see. Wait, how am I getting up here? This way's probably going down, actually. Maybe? Oh, that's the town. This probably leads me to the flats, maybe? No. Guessing up leads me to the flats. Might be easier to do it from here. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's fair.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
What is the logical course of action?
Okay. Well, lightning seems pretty logical.
All light.
Where you headed?
Down.
To the Primrose area, because that's my
I'm
lowest level
ready.
one.
That's fair. That's crazy. Primrose is also my lowest level 1. Probably.
I don't know about probably.
Looks like it is.
Well, you're also high enough level to do the other ones.
That's not true. My highest level is 21.
Victory.
I am ready.
Have at
Out of my way.
an interest.
I am ready.
The battle.
Okay.
The thrill of the fight.
I don't want to use your stupid thief guy. But I need to be able to steal. So, unfortunately, this is where we're at. Was the hunter really even that good, you know? If this has to be my main team, I'll
We've
suffer.
been constantly saying, you know, the hunter's actually really bad.
Yeah. What do they all for like the highest damage I can do?
Exactly.
This might have to be the team, unfortunately. Like I said, if
Keep
I
saying unfortunately.
it's just he's so bad. He has dagger sword, but it doesn't even cover what I need to cover.
He might be the best unit on my team.
Don't know which way I'm supposed to
Which
do.
says more about my team.
Yeah, I kind of do. I think I'm gonna have to go to Therian Town first to get to the other place.
I collected 48. You know, I think you'd be pretty easily convinced that the hunter's the best person on my team, given the fact that I'm using the 3 characters you said have been the worst. But you know?
Uh-huh. So Whisperwood and Noblecourt. That's Noblecourt. Okay, so that would be going to that town. It might still be a good idea to just get the town explored for... Hope the enemies here aren't that high level.
Aw dang, call that 3 spears.
I will steal everything you have.
That doesn't sound very friendly.
And then scrutinize you. A new town. That's right, I had
I don't want to
business-
catch like 6 more monsters.
Continue the story. Sometimes 2 chapters may commence in the same town. You can start a story whenever you want. If you stop or resume a certain story, just go to the tavern. Okay. So I can start Therian's thing. Or I can tail for another day. I'm trying without continuing the story. Yeah. Oh wow. My team's useless. Big shock.
That's kind of crazy.
I want to see the weapon shop though. Wherever that is. Okay. See everything but a weapon shop. There's still Noble Court. I just want to see if the weapons and stuff are really, really good. Or just that much better. Okay, here we go. Well, they're pretty good. Not like super good though. Plus, you know, I still don't have that much money. The armor is nasty. 19,000. Yeah, I think we just need to become better thieves.
Fair.
Like I said, I'm just concerned of money and also the chances and also leveling my team. It just seems like there's a lot. It also seems like there has to be some smart way of leveling quickly. And I'm hoping that's like these areas. Like at least like the beginning. Actually, this is Angel level 17, so hopefully I can get my people to level 17 pretty quickly. Anybody take I guess I'm also
time to teach you a lesson.
okay.
Out of my way.
Well, I don't have a spear yet over here. I have a feeling Therian might just die if they just choose to attack him, so I might just defend on it.
No, you don't.
I am ready.
100 damage to him, interesting. Oh, now everyone's blinded. That's cool.
Out of my way! What's this now?
That's what I was really hoping would happen. That's the damage I did?
What's this now?
Okay, well, I don't know what this guy's weak to, so I might just...
So much to learn.
Dark.
No good.
Okay, well, unfortunately, I can't hit them with dark 3 times. At least very easily.
The moonlight walks. No good. The moonlight walks.
What's this now? Victory! Try this!
No good. The moonlight walks.
Okay, people should be awakening from their despair about now.
Now then.
That was not much damage, honestly.
I am ready.
Watch me now.
The moonlight walks.
Hopefully, it's gonna be lots of XP.
The show is over.
It's gonna be kind of slow. How much XP was that? 56. I don't really think I'm gonna be able to take too many people higher than that, though.
May I have this dance?
Fire and dagger.
What is the logical course of action?
I think this is pretty logical.
Now then.
Try a level slash.
I will cut you down!
That's that guy.
I am ready.
And I don't have any good dagger moves per se. this guy attacking twice. That's what we were kind of hoping for.
Have at you.
Not that we were exactly specifically going for it, but
I will cut
What are you even
down.
fighting?
good question.
I am ready.
A great inferno to the land.
And yeah, I might just want to
No,
defend
you
on him.
don't.
He's gonna die.
I am ready.
Oh, he died anyway. That's cool. I didn't want him to get XP. Now I have to return to town just to be able to heal him, unless I want to use an item to revive him. Cool. Big fan. Big fan.
Now, what next?
Have at you.
I also gotta hit this guy 3 times with sword. Unfortunately, I don't have anything that can hit him multiple times with sword. So. Okay, well now
Sometimes you don't
Cyrus
need
is dead.
something,
Cool.
but someone.
Victory. Have at you.
I'm gonna go into the inn anyway, so might as well just I don't know what I'm supposed to do for XP if my team just dies and they're
I
useless.
grow stronger.
Is this the start of me disliking the game, dude?
It might be. I think what you really need to do is stop killing off your team.
Yeah, sorry, I just gotta stop them from being one shot. When they have 500 health. That's it. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do to get XP. Do I just sit in low level areas? Is that the strategy? I feel like I could do that. I just thought high level areas would be a bit better for XP. But I guess it's just a really stupid way of thinking.
Out of my way.
I am ready.
Use darkness 3 times this person again. I don't know how to expect you to break like all these things. I mean, if I didn't have Theory and I had an archer, maybe, but you know.
The battle is truly.
Listen, if you don't have any of your people on your archer, you have an easier time.
An interesting dilemma.
Yeah, that's also true. I just don't know if I'm supposed to do damage without using all of my mana in one turn. I don't get it.
My turn.
It just seems useless.
I am ready.
Seems like 100 hit to my tanky people.
Have at you.
These people are just so tanky.
I play this. Watch my blade dance.
What is the
It's almost like if I can get better equipment, but to get better equipment I need money. The only way to get money is by taking fights or by stealing, but I can't steal because I'm too low level. I need to win fight. Truly miserable game design, dude.
What next? I think not.
Fair.
What's
I
this?
am ready.
I just don't know what it wants from me. To just, I guess, just give up on the stealing stuff, I guess.
I'm ready. Are you? What's yours is mine.
Now then. Victory.
I am ready. The moonlight glows.
What, huh?
Out of my way.
Okay, one shot one of my people.
I am ready.
I'm supposed to
The
do.
battle is.
I am ready.
Yeah, let's use my 6th Moonlit Waltz on this guy. Okay, well,
The show is over.
don't worry, they gain some XP. I feel like I just have to be missing something, right? Like, does it just actually want me to go to like a super low level to get these people leveled up? I don't know, because obviously I'm not able to take any of these things. But I just don't understand the point. Am I just supposed to keep the same team, but isn't it going to force me to use people regardless? Right?
Logically.
So I'm going to need everyone leveled. How am I supposed to level? Because I can't just go to their chapters, right? Because that seems like a death wish.
Can't we settle this like gentlemen?
But how much do I get from like killing these enemies?
Have at you.
I am ready.
They all weak to lightning in that?
All light, smite them down. Too slow.
Out of my way.
I am ready.
Nighthode, bring your shade.
Victory. The thrill of the fight.
I seem like a small chunk, but I just feel like I'm gonna wind up over leveling my main people even more, and then getting my other people not even high leveled. I don't know what I'm supposed to do if that's just how XP works. Just farming on a low level area, and I guess I'm gonna get to level 30 on Primrose and Albrecht, and then get my other
I
people
am
up.
ready.
I don't know what it wants from me though. Isn't that kind of the only option?
The battle is truly joined.
Call me crazy, but that kind of seems like my only option.
Yeah.
All light, smite them down.
But I like I said, I need levels for them to be able to fight, and for like say
The show is
Therian's
over.
next quest or Primrose, I'm gonna need level 21 people on my team. But I'm not even level 21 yet, and I think my people can keep up for the most part. It's these other people that can't keep up. But also, I can't replace Primrose under any circumstance, so no matter what, they're at least gonna get over leveled. So it's like I might as well also level Obrecht if two people are gonna be
Can't we settle
over leveled
this like
anyway.
gentlemen?
My turn.
I am ready.
I don't know. I'm just, again, very
Interesting
confused.
dilemma.
Have at you. Out of my way. Have at you. I will cut you down.
Like I said, this already is taking a
Each
while, and
battle,
I'm only
I grow
level...
stronger.
Like, that's like no XP, it feels. But you go into the higher level areas, I'm just gonna get killed again. I'm just so confused, dude.
Understandable. There's just so many things that are just like rough. Like obviously money, for example, which kind of causes everything to be rough.
Yeah, well, see, again, yeah, I just don't know if the problem's equipment or not. Because I'm sure better equipment would help my team stay alive, but I also don't know what and where I should be buying equipment. So I don't know what I'm supposed to go for. Like, what can I give to Cyrus? Like, again, I can just buy whatever I can here, but again, I can buy like 2 pieces of armor with everything I have. And so it just feels...
Drop in this place. I gotta check this out.
Are you at a higher level place?
Huh?
Are you at like a higher level place?
No, I'm in Noble Court.
One place over to the side, but it's like we can buy some better stuff, like some better armor, definitely. But it's like 19,000, I think. Yeah, 19,000 for the Silent Cape, and that would be like a huge increase for like all my people. That would be great. But it's like the one below it that's like somewhat affordable. It's like it gives me more physical defense, but then I lose a lot of elemental, and then also I lose evasion. So it's like this thing would be just straight up better in every way. If I could just get 4 pieces of the Silent Cape, I would actually be able to handle this area, I feel. Then it's also like the weapon.
That is like, that like it doubles my stuff.
Yeah, but then if you look at like the Magus knife, like that's pretty good. Like it adds like 100 elemental attack, and like especially on
it's like
Therian.
150, 160.
Yeah, and also physical attack. And it's like that's crazy, but it's also 27,000. And again, if you go to the piercing one though, it's not even like better. Okay, to get good better for physical attack and evasion, but it's like that doesn't seem worth it to me.
7 physical attack and 5 evasion.
Yeah, so it just seems stupid to not get the Magus knife if it's gonna be that much better. And same with like the Spirit Sword. Like I lose speed, but I gain a good bit of attack. And honestly, even the Great Sword wouldn't be the worst option. But even still, that's what? That much on everyone? If I wanted to buy equipment for everyone to get people on par to where it's like these areas would be, it would literally cost me like 200,000 at least.
Yeah, it just makes you want to stack out Therian and then just like leave the others hanging.
Yeah, but it's like that seems really stupid, doesn't it?
And even that would cost all of my money.
I just feel like we're supposed to be getting more money from battles or something. Because what does Tressa do? Tressa doesn't exactly do that though, do they?
Just get more money at the end of battles?
No, because there's like the chance they can do something, right? And
Their
also,
second support skill is...
what, just more money from battles?
Yeah.
How much money do we even get from battles?
That's not important.
And plus, call me crazy, but we'd also have to get gear for everyone and accessories. Because like, sure, we could probably interchange a lot of stuff, but that would also require us to unequip the stuff on that character, then swap to the other character and give them stuff. Because I think pretty much everything's compatible. Like, yeah, like shields and stuff, it seems like they're all the same. So it's basically just what kind of stat we want. And then accessories, obviously, we can kind of get. But see, then it makes me think, okay, well, we need more money, but how do we do that? Because I don't think, do we think upgrading Tressa's level will make us get more money from that kind of stuff?
That makes sense, probably. I'm also not sure if I should be selling these commodity items right now, or if we're gonna find something that makes them sell for more.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the worst that could happen? I need to farm some extra money later. Farm money's not even difficult. We've been over this.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I just feel like I need to level my thief, right? I also need to level Tressa. I guess I could get rid of Olberg for now. I feel like he's not as useful as like the thief will be. Because I feel like if I get Steel leveled up, Tressa leveled up, and Cyrus leveled up, that should help a lot. It's just, again, Scrutinize it doesn't seem that worth it. You know? I'm not even gonna be able to kill stuff without Olberg. That's what I'm talking about, dude. It's... I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Because it feels like I want Olberg because he's going to be useful and I want to keep him up at the same level as Primrose. So Primrose is just immediately higher level in every sense. But I also need to level Cyrus up if I want Scrutinize leveled up. And also more so I just want him on my team leveled, right? But then Alphonse is just better, but it also still needs to be high leveled for me to be able to interact with things. But then I also need Therian for Steel because that's going to be necessary. But also I want to level Tressa for money. So... I just wonder if we're going to get something that levels up our people in the backline or something. And also the levels just seem so sporadic, it's annoying. Like 19, 18, 14, 12, 12, 12, 14, 7. Like... I just don't know how I'm supposed to level these people, like, well. Like I said, if I'm leveling Cyrus and Haunted, then they're getting skill points, but then people like Tressa and Therian, which I would more so need, like, no. To be fair, also, if we got the merchant subclasses, right, then everyone could use that as a support thing to get more money from battle?
Doesn't stack.
It doesn't. I just don't know what I'm.
Confirmed.
It's like Cress is gonna be useless here, and Cyrus, but I feel like I need more money.
Yeah.
Because I think we could get away with being lower leveled if we had, you know, insane armor and weapons. Where we
Like
could
again,
actually
I had double the money you did. Obviously, before selling my commodity items, I'm still like broke now. 'Cause I bought a weapon and an armor.
just a weapon and just one weapon and one armor. What, the Magus knife and the thick armor?
Maybe not broken, but
I mean, that is like
I think that was,
50,000.
40. Yeah.
Trying to think though,
Which is
because
kinda rough.
is there any items that we could loot off of enemies or something that we could sell for a lot? This Oasis hat I got's pretty good, but I know that was just from stealing from a person.
I should probably equip that. Pretty good.
Yeah, I think we'll do the same. Minus his SP increase though. Kind of rough actually. I just don't know. And plus, like I said, with just how the gearing is, it's so weird. Because like I said, I would understand it's like, oh, each chapter you're supposed to get equipment for them in their chapter, right? So it's like here it's like, oh, you level Therian, but they do not give us nearly the amount of money needed for something like that. Not even close. I don't know, maybe just farming on Tressa to get the rest of the skill point stuff, because she might get something that makes like discounts. Because I think she has something with a discount too, doesn't she? Is that just part of her passive, or?
I can steal a soul knife at a 3% chance. That looks pretty good.
It just, again, the weird part is it's like they want us to play every character all at the same time. That's not possible.
They don't give us the XP share.
Open for business.
What's this?
Join my team. Almost
I'm
murder
ready.
Cyrus in one turn.
What is everyone here got a soul knife? Everyone but me.
Let's do this.
What's this now?
115 damage goes crazy.
So much to learn. Now, what next?
Again, I could use like Firestorm, but I don't even think that's gonna be that great. I could just use a cheaper one.
I am ready.
Watch me now. Nighthode, bring
Can't do
your
it back.
shade.
Let's do this. Thank you.
Ooh.
What's this?
Aren't I blocking? Or did I increase my strength or something?
Thank you.
180.
I am ready.
The moonlight walks.
Come if you dare.
I am ready.
The moonlight walks.
The battle is truly joined. I think not. Cursed
What's
witchery.
it do?
Okay, and I could use the bow to break it.
Let's do this.
I'm just trying to Here I can probably use very close. Just again, they do 0 damage because they're so low level and they don't have equipment. Is there a place I can go to get like decent equipment for them or something?
Let us fight with honor. Victory shall be mine. Come if you dare.
My steal chances go crazy, by the way.
I'm ready.
Mine don't go crazy.
I
in this
haven't
way.
messed up a skill today. And I've won for some pretty low chances.
What to do?
I have a bow and that, so I can't do anything on Tressa to help, which isn't surprising. But you know, it's Tressa.
Fair. 80% chance in a row. He's crazy. I think I might be bugging.
Too slow. The battle is truly joined.
And 2 more. I'm crazy. Someone stop him. He's a criminal.
I am ready.
Let's do this.
I want to steal or collect money, but it's not that good. Again, I have nothing effective I can even do.
What is the logical course of action?
I am ready.
Here I go.
Now this other ant's gonna be up.
Thank you.
He's blind, but you know, maybe he can still hit.
I will cut you down.
Ooh, he did some damage. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do. These fights take like 10 minutes to do nothing, and then they still die.
Sorry.
It's so frustrating.
I will cut you down.
I am ready. Nighthode, bring your shade.
Here I go. Phew. Time for a break.
Cursed
I am
witchery.
ready.
Here I go. It's my turn now.
Oh, so I was confused, so I couldn't do anything.
Phew. Time for a break.
I am ready.
Bro, I literally can't break this, and Ober's confused for 3 more turns. Come on. It's one fight. It shouldn't take 5 minutes for someone's gonna give me 0 XP.
What to do? Phew. Time for a break.
I am ready.
Watch me now.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I get it. Wait, can Ober get a turn?
The bat.
That's crazy.
I am ready.
That one fight did in fact take like 8 minutes. Oh, it's not even over yet.
Now then, I am out of my way. With each battle,
Let's see what I got
grow
from it.
stronger.
500 money. I wonder if that includes the money that I got from collecting the 400. Yeah. I think we got to go to like an actual level 1 area. Maybe that's just more effective for farming. I don't know. I don't even know if danger level actually decreases or increases anything. I just don't even, like I said, it's like I liked that at first it was very straightforward. Even still, I had issues with the, get this, money and XP and equipment. You know, but the fact that, again, it all has to be a problem and there doesn't seem to be any solution, it's kind of killing the vibe for me.
Worse.
Well, I just don't know why they make everything cost so much to where it's basically punishing you for trying to get anything. Seems, I don't know. I'm just trying to think though, because again, it's like trying to level doesn't seem to work too well when I'm getting 0 XP and I'm also getting no money from it. And all it's gonna do is level these random people up. So it's like I'm probably gonna have to do how much farm? Really, logically, Jared. How much are we gonna wind up having to do to be able to get our people with equipment?
Now then,
it's a good question.
Plus, it's also going to take a lot of time to look through every shop to figure out what's even the best. And then we get to a new area and we're going to have to spend a couple hours farming for money. Just, I don't know. I don't know why they decided to do it like this.
Nighthode, bring your shade.
An interesting dilemma.
My turn now.
now then.
Unless I just sit and try to collect money from everyone, but that's also seems like a really stupid idea. And like it would take forever. I'm trying to steal from everyone.
Yeah.
Like that one didn't take that long, even though it did cost some resources.
I grow stronger.
159 money and 20 XP. But I can't really do anything better. I don't know. I'm genuinely lost on what we're supposed to be doing here. Because that's like danger level 11. But if I go to like something on where I want to be like those 17s, the fights take an abysmal amount of time and they, I don't know. Isn't where it's like kind of a middle ground of stuff? It's like the caves is that much better? Because they're not. It says there's like, I can zoom in or something. Oh. Now it's working? Okay. Yeah, okay, I have no idea how that zoom works. I genuinely don't know where I'm supposed to be going to try and get stuff. Because this place is not giving XP or like any money. But if I go to the high level place, I'm gonna just not get anything. Or it's gonna take forever.
I am ready.
I am genuinely at a loss.
Victory! Out of my way!
What to do?
What is the logical course of action? Oh, ice! Pierce them through!
Now then!
I am ready.
What is the logical...
Here I go! Thank you!
Again, though, even if I spend the time doing collect and stuff, then I have to get through their vulnerabilities and stuff again.
I am ready.
What is the logical course of... I think not.
Victory shall... I think not.
My turn now! Thank you!
Have at you. Out of my way! With each
This is an
battle,
answer,
I
totally.
grow stronger.
Okay, so it's separate.
This high level place doesn't give a crazy amount of XP.
Yeah, like I said, I won a battle and got like, I don't know how much it was, but it felt like it gave a good bit more. It's just, it also took way longer to where it wasn't even worth it.
May I have this dance?
An interesting dilemma. Oh, ice! Pierce them through!
I am ready.
Ran into a weird cat thing.
Nice.
I wonder if this is that thing you were talking about.
Tis. Believe it or not, it has high evasion, will run away, and takes 1 damage.
Out of my way!
What to do?
Well, I thought, you know, maybe I could still hit it.
Thank you!
I don't know where you got that idea.
What to do?
So how are you supposed to kill it? How'd you do it?
Well, it occasionally
I am
doesn't
ready.
run away.
Victory shall be mine.
Gotcha.
Out of my way!
That's a lot of money you collected from him.
Interesting dilemma.
Yeah. Now see, if that was every fight, we might be getting somewhere.
Yeah?
Like that would actually be decent.
Raise
But that's the first one I ever encountered, and it was a 65% chance to even do it. So, this is my main thing, is hoping that I can just level up skills enough to get what I need. Like, this next passive is like super good for getting money. Like, every time you attack, you gain money.
Gain money equal to twice your damage dealt.
I just have a feeling
Would
it's
be
gonna be
decent.
Yeah, I just don't know. Like right now, I already want to hop off because it's like 10. But I'm just like, I straight up don't know what we're supposed to do. Like there is these side quests, but even those. Utressa spotted left behind by an unfortunate soul. Do you have any idea how that triggers?
I could probably look it up. Rather, should probably look it up.
You can't leave? Well, the game's annoying me a lot right now, Taiku. And I also work tomorrow.
Ah!
Oh, God, that was really useful. Guessing there was a really low chance to steal too. Could challenge people. The thing is to say how tough they really are. Because just saying strength doesn't exactly help me.
Let us fight with honor.
Yeah.
Have at you. Out of my way. Too slow. The battle. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Whoa. Traditional dancer garb. Is that just equipment I can put on, or is that something weird? Oh, it's not even better. I'm guessing we really should just try and go to every town and steal what we can, but again, to upgrade our chances of everything, we have to level our people.
Yeah. I imagine your current steal chances are kind of abysmal, if I had to guess.
Well, I don't like terrible, but... Look at this guy. again though, it's like I want to challenge these guys, like the one drunk guy and this guy up here. But last time I tried doing that, I got completely just destroyed. I think you're just gonna have to look into how we're supposed to get money and how to keep everyone's XP up, and also how you're supposed to go about knowing what armor to get and how to get. Because if the thing says, oh, just you need to have on your team at all times Therian and Tressa, and either Alphen or Cyrus, just so you can be able to do anything, then okay. Because believe it or not, it seems pretty essential to have scrutinized with that thing to be able to do anything. And Tressa seems completely needed. And Thorian to steal stuff, since you know you won't get enough money even with that. But yeah, interact with all the places we can. Like I said, I think we just have to try and interact with what we can, and then just write down what we can't do. Just make a list of every area that we go to like that, and just write down a description of the person, and then stealing from them, or to scrutinize them, or to challenge them, or something. And then hope with all that that we get enough stuff that we need. But like I said, just steal during sleep. I don't think that actually helps me at all. I'm just, like I said, I'm also annoyed with the game, and I actually don't even know how to continue. Like, I'm, like, actually just stuck. Like, I don't know how to progress in the game. So I feel like we kind of need to do research on that to even continue. So.
Yeah.
Like, straight up, it seems impossible right now. We're not even playing on, like, a difficulty. I'm pretty sure it's just one difficulty. So, it's not like we're playing on, like, an incredibly difficult version of it. It just, again, I genuinely don't know how to progress forward in any sense. Because if we had money, that could solve a lot of the equipment issue. But we don't. So we need to find a way to get money to get equipment. But then we also still need to go through all the shops just to, like, compare everything to see what would be the best option. But that's not even a thought that we can have without the money. But it's also stealing we could do to potentially get good equipment. But for that, we need levels. Same with to potentially be getting more money. But then we need to worry about how to get levels. Because for me to even continue the main story, it recommends that I should be level 21. I'm level 19. But my equipment is definitely not on par on any of my people. And my other people are level like 14. So we need to get XP. We need to get money for equipment. Or we need to get XP to be able to steal to get money / just get the equipment. But a lot of the issue from getting the XP is we're not strong enough. So in theory, I think we could just farm low-level areas for like probably like 2 hours to try to get our people up to like level 18 maybe. But then again, I don't even think we'd wind up making that much money from those fights, where we'd still need to get equipment. And that's hoping that the amount of money we'd gain from having Tress leveled up and the steal chance from Therian would be high enough to allow us to steal stuff. So, I'm just not sure. But if we gotta do just a grinding stream for like 2 hours to just level up our people, that sounds really annoying. Especially though, if we have to worry about the other people. Because like say, if to just complete their stories, we need to have them leveled. That's gonna be annoying. And it's like, even if the game's supposed to intend it like, oh, just focus on one character, like say we should just ignore everyone except our main character, like only I should do Primrose and you should just do Therian and just have a team leveled around it. Like say just essentially we ignore everyone, we just run, like say I run Primrose, the Night Guy, Therian, and
I think
Tressa.
the real question is, would we want a full specific team, or are you saying more, what I mean, cycle out people whenever we need them?
Well, I'm saying to level and stuff, there's no way it'll be good if this is how the leveling works, because either our mains are going to be extremely overleveled if we try to train other people.
Yeah,
so it's just not possible, so I'm thinking it's better. But see, also that doesn't work. Because didn't we try that? Or not really tried that, but after our first quest, it's like we're level 5 and it's like, okay, to continue we need level like 20. Right? I guess that doesn't really work. Because I was thinking if we could just continue on the main story and just level up a team just for utility and stuff and just not have to worry about leveling, like, say, Alphen. Because, you know, just would never need him. But if we're going to have to do things to get levels, then I don't think that really works. To be fair, we could do other things to farm levels. Like, just sit there and grind. But I don't know how effective that would be.
I think the rough part's gonna be is that we're probably gonna need to use people for their specific missions.
Well,
which means they're gonna need to be strong. But then, as you said, just gonna wind up overleveling our main person, because how couldn't it?
It would, like, by the time we're doing, like, the level 20 on someone else, we're gonna be at least level 30 on, like, Primrose. And that's also assuming that the dungeons don't level up around us, too. Like, as we complete one, it raises the other ones.
Yeah.
Like it did with this place. So, we might just be stuck forever at... Like, not, like, forever. Like, obviously, like, these things don't just change as we level, but... Like, say, we're gonna have to be level 30 to get our other people to be the right level for it. And like I said, that's just levels. Like, we still
Those
need...
possible levels don't exactly work like that. Like, not necessarily as a catch-up, but it requires, like, a 5 times the amount of XP to get the next level.
What do you mean?
It seems to be more or less that case. To where, like, your team's gonna wind up being fairly evenly leveled, just because, like, it takes forever to get later levels.
I don't know, because in that Alphen area, that was, like, short, and my people, that's, like, the highest they've been is level 18, and my Alphen's level 7. And that's including fighting the boss and everything.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying, is it's not really catch-up, and, like, that area didn't seem to give that much XP, but if we do stuff on, like, level 20, for example, our people at level 23 aren't going to level up, but our people at level 20 will level up to, like, say, 22.
Yeah, but I'm saying they don't do that.
I mean, is that really true, though?
Well, I mean, we were in the level, like, or the danger level 17 up near that place. And again, my people are level 18, 19. And trying to use, like, my level 11 Tressa, I wasn't leveling up, like, a ton. It was, like, moving the bar the same amount. They just require less XP. But I think it's just XP is a flat number.
I mean, yeah, but it requires a lot more to get later levels.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying that doesn't really help us, though, because we'll never really catch up.
I mean, we'll never fully catch up, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm also saying it doesn't really matter too much what we do, though, because, like, say, farming low-level areas, if they're giving 20 XP compared to a high level that's getting 50, it doesn't really matter, because it's all about just the speed. But the low-level area is going to always be better, even if...
Yeah, that's fair.
And, like I said, the issue is that we can't do, like, anything because they're too weak, because we don't even have the equipment on them. But we can't level them. And that's also assuming that levels make that big of a difference with, like, the steel chance and the money gathered by Tressa. That it would actually...
Yeah.
And that's not, like, enemy-based or something. Or just danger level-based. Because the steel chance and stuff doesn't seem that great. Like, I feel like my steel chances were okay. But... Again... I don't know. I just don't see how we're supposed to do it. And like I said, even with your steel chances, and your Tress is probably pretty high level too, right?
Yeah, they're not great. I think they're like 17.
Yeah, but even still, it's not like you're earning that much more money. Or...
Yeah, and even from like a normal enemy, it's like I'm not stealing like 1,000.
Yeah, from the high level area, I stole like 500 or like 400 from an enemy.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I imagine I'm stealing more than 200, but I think it was like 400 or 600.
Yeah, which again would be nice if it was consistent. We could do that every time we're fighting, but also Tressa does no damage, at least for me, because I don't have equipment on them. And also just by other people not being able to kill them fast enough. So it's like basically like 6 minutes of fight for me to get like however much money from one collect.
Yeah, it just feels like money is just so scarce for no reason.
Well, I just don't know why they make something super cheap.
Thousands of money.
Like, why do they make like the... It's like, oh, a healing grape? That's like 50. And that heals you 500 health. So it's like, okay, I need like maybe 20 of those. And that's like decently expensive to where it's like, say, in a fight, if I'm gaining like 100, 150, it's like I can only get 3. It's like, that's not scarce. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah,
however, when they make the equipment...
But just... I think the weirdest part about that is you can't gain money without getting XP and vice versa, more or less. So it's like, how are we fine, more or less, level-wise, and yet we have not nearly enough money?
We're fine level-wise on the main people that we've been using. Like, and plus, I'm not even recommended for my next chapter. I'm 19, and the easiest one's 21. So I'm not good at EXP-wise, or money-wise. And plus, my other teammates aren't good equipment-wise or level-wise.
Yeah, it's fair.
But see, I'm not getting a ton of XP from these areas, and I'm barely scraping by in the high-level fights. In the low-level fights, I'm gaining like 20 XP, and I need like 500 to level my lower-level people. And like 1,000 on my mains. So that's kinda... Yeah. That's what I'm, yeah. I don't know how I'm supposed to go about anything. Because like I said, if I had the money, I think I could be fine. Because I would just be tanky enough and doing enough damage where I could handle high-level areas and fight more enemies.
Yeah. Especially because, like, equipment's, like, flat. Like, having
Yeah.
500 more stats is going to be really useful no matter what level you are.
And like I said, I'm assuming it doesn't want us to be like, oh, we get to a new area, let's buy all 8 characters better pieces of equipment.
Yeah, exactly. All 8 characters, the best armor.
Because
But,
again,
like, I wanna be
technically
able
you
to
only need
upgrade
4
my main
sets.
team.
You only need 4 sets because you can even unequip it and put it on someone and you change them out.
Yeah, but also kind of makes it difficult to do that.
Yeah, well, it's annoying to. I think there's an
Which
equipment thing at
that's
the
not what they
tavern.
want us to do.
I think you can
Is
do
there?
that. Yeah. I don't know if it's as clean as
Okay.
like Aiden, but I think you can do it. And plus, like I said, like all the characters can equip anything. So I think it's for the most part fine, even though obviously in some things you'd want less defense for more evasion, you know.
Yeah.
But like I said, it also doesn't help they make the shops super complex. Because right now to us, the next upgrade would be that like 19,000 armor.
Yeah.
But see, I guarantee even if we found a lower armor, it would still be like 12,000 for it to be better. And I could buy 3 pieces of that. That still doesn't help me do more damage because I still need weapons, and I also need multiple weapons on multiple people. And then also there's still
Yeah.
helmets.
It just feels like it's not
and
worth it to buy
accessories.
anything less than the best. But the best takes literally half our money.
Yeah, like how much in the game, like I probably bought equipment on my first character, and maybe the second one. Like after I finished the second area, I bought the equipment from that one village, and I haven't spent a single dime on equipment otherwise. And I have
Yeah.
that much money. I don't know. I just don't know how we're supposed to make it through the game. We need, like I said, one or the other would be fine, because I think with levels would be fine, because if we could increase our steal chances and, like I said, money gained, assuming that's how the money gain works and the steal chance would matter, that, you know, we could at least be...
chances at least in combat even are based on level.
I think so as well.
Because at least my capture chance was a lot better than it used to be against the same enemy.
Yeah. It does also say when you go to it that they level up. Like the abilities themselves level up.
Yeah.
Like it says they're level like 17 or whatever.
Mm.
And it also, we kind of figured that's how chances work. But you can also scrutinize some people to get bonuses to those things. But again, we don't know if that's in that town or what. It doesn't seem like it's guaranteed.
I think it's in general.
Yeah, I would imagine so too. But again, that still
The
requires
weird
us...
thing is that it didn't affect some people in the same town, which is weird. Then again, it could also just be a weird way that it works.
Yeah, like even just a percentage, like to whatever you
Like-
have, or...
Yeah, like a low is like 8%, but if it's below low, then bumping up to low still just makes it 8%.
Yeah, but like I said, that at least means that we 100% need stealing up, because obviously we can't spend money, so purchase is completely worthless. Like, we need steal chance, and then we also need probably the inspect, especially if that is just no chances and it works flawlessly, but even still you need the levels just to be able to identify stuff to increase our chances of doing the other. But again, Alphen is such a bad character to have, so I'd want to use Cyrus, but then that's just adding chances when I wouldn't have to add chances. But also, I still need to level up the Thief guy. But now that I have to worry about Tressa for money, it's like, I can't just run Primrose and 3 characters that can't fight back.
Is that I feel like it should be like, oh yeah, you know, sick bonus stuff. Like you can get some items for free. That's
Yeah,
pretty
no,
cool.
so that's
and,
what I'm
you
saying.
get stuff for cheaper. But like the money essential, the stealing essential.
Yeah, because stealing
It's like all the
equipment that's
good
better.
characters aren't essential. Like Cyrus, it's like okay, yeah, his thing isn't needed because the other guy is maybe just straight up better, and his other stuff is just like no weaknesses, which isn't essential. It's useful.
Yeah, but see, that's where you kind of lucked out, because I get a lore, and you get the steel. So that means you're
Yeah.
forced to have the steel person. So he's always going to be your highest level, which means your steel teams are always going to be better.
Like he's probably, I'd say the single best, only because Tress is not good in combat. But
Yeah.
barring combat, Tress is probably the, best one.
Yeah, but then it's like also my other highest leveled is someone who just has the challenge. So it's like the only two people who can fight back to level up my other people are ones that don't have useful abilities. So then I have to use someone like, say, those two to help two people. So I can't even level all three. And like I said, Alphen's completely worthless and Tress is completely worthless to where everything takes longer. But also if I was just using 3 good people and then leveling one of them, that would take forever. And then plus, you'd go down the line, I'd have level like 25, 25, and then like 18, and then 14, and then like the other 4 people in my backline are gonna be like level 10. And it's like,
yeah,
that's so annoying. I just don't understand. I don't get it. Like, I understand not having a team level, but some sort of catch-up mechanic I feel is completely
I
necessary.
feel like a team level now would make sense. Like, obviously in the first chapters, like even as soon as you get a character, you kind of want to like ease your way into it. But like now, I feel like there's no reason not to have a shared level.
Yeah, I kind of agree, but I can also understand why it doesn't. Because like you don't have
Or
to get
again,
people
just our backline levels at least a little bit.
Yeah, I find it weird that your backline doesn't just get XP too. I feel like they should be leveling up with you all the time.
Canonically, they're doing something while they're there, right?
Well, see, like I said, my main issue with all of it is that even if we ignored half the cast, and like even if we went to steel, like say again, I'm just using Primrose, Tressa, Alphen, and Thorin or Thorian or whatever, just so I have all the abilities and that, and assuming that I had good equipment on them, right? Just assuming, which, not the case. And I can like do their chapters. Then to get the other ones, I'm still gonna need levels, and I have to go, and it's like, oh, but this person's super low leveled, so I can't do that. Like, say if I went to level, like, say, Cyrus, for example, then it's like he's gonna be super low leveled, and then I have to swap him out, and then suddenly my team's gonna be stronger leveled, like 3 of the people over that other person who's not now farming while I'm farming XP and doing the chapter.
Yeah, to where essentially the game's just doomed to be 2 characters and then 2 people that are useless but are there for the story.
Exactly, because again, if I use Primrose, Thorin, Tressa, and Alphen, it's like, oh, I'll replace Alphen for the other character chapters. Then suddenly, my other people are going to be 5, 10 levels higher. And then... Yeah, but it's like also...
and then you have 2 choices. Either your 1 person's useless or your 3 people are super over-leveled.
Yeah, exactly. And so, what can you do? But like I said, I've been using at least the one guy the entire game because I wanted to have someone like on my level at all times. And to be fair, if I wouldn't have done that, I don't know where we'd be. I don't even know if I would have been able to beat these bosses. Because if I wouldn't have put the equipment, like a lot of it on him, and just Primrose just kept using them to have levels and stuff, like my other people do actually no damage.
And also killing the Kate is just basically why I am where I am. I basically just
which is just straight up better than me. Your chances are now better, and you're also just higher leveled. So
yeah, it just really feels like you're not meant to use. Well, you straight up can't use all the characters.
Yeah, but I feel like you also. I don't know where you're supposed to farm for XP.
Again, it really just like it heavily implies you actually don't need the Hunter, Primrose, or either the staff people, and you just want the other 4.
Yeah, but it just feels like I don't know, but I also can't see the game being possible without at least Tressa or Thorin. You need the money and equipment.
It'd really just be like, again, you either overlevel trying to get some money, and then you eventually get equipment, or you don't need the equipment because you're that overleveled.
Yeah, but again, I feel like equipment...
It really isn't really a situation where you get money.
I just feel like the levels would be fine if I had the equipment. Because then I could at least fight stuff to get the levels, even if my other people are overleveled, who cares, right? But I'm not getting any money. I can't kill stuff because my people don't have equipment. And like I said, this is even in like the lower level areas. Like, again, I would have to farm for 2 hours to get my other people on the level. And I also would be gaining like 100 a fight, 100 money a fight. And like I said, just put it into perspective. Like I would say a battle probably takes anywhere from I'll say 2 minutes, right? But even 1 minute, right? We could do 60 fights an hour, right? If it's 1 minute, and we're getting 100. Yeah, exactly. And we're getting 100. That's what, like 6,000 an hour?
Yeah.
6,000 money an hour. And also, that's like, let's see. I think it was
We're
around.
only get 100 a battle.
Yeah, and like the lower areas, but we're not beating those higher ones in a minute.
Yeah.
Those ones take at least like 4 or 5 minutes. That's if you're going fast, and that's for like 500 money. So.
And that also adds more time out of battle for healing and SP.
Yeah, and assuming XP
Also
was like
cost of items if you need SP.
Let's see. Let's say we were getting 40 a minute. That's again like how much? Only 4,000? Or no, could it be the 40? The 40 times 60.
24 times 10 would be. Wait, would that make sense? Because 40 times 60, right?
Yeah, we could just whip out a calculator.
2,400.
Yeah, I think that works. So again, that much XP, which might catch us up to our people. I think maybe not even. But again, that's I don't know. I feel like an hour of farming and that much XP really would not be enough to get my people up where they need to be. I don't know. Maybe we just have to bite the bullet, go to a low level area, and farm for an hour. And that's again assuming though that we're getting 40 XP, which I don't even think we're getting that much, and that we're completing it in a minute.
I'll definitely progress until I just completely get stomped by a boss over and over and over and over again, which I imagine is actually gonna be pretty soon.
I don't know what game
that
was
even on
that?
level I'm under geared.
That was happening to us where we tried to progress, but it really was just a terrible idea because it just didn't really help us. It made everything.
It was recent. I don't think it was
Maybe
either
it was
the
Ni no
mana.
Kuni. I think that's what it was.
That sounds about right.
It's like they make it.
To be fair, those painted monsters the entire time were.
Yeah, but I mean, even like
difficult for no reason.
I don't know. I just feel like I almost might want to quit Octopath.
Oh yeah, and also just all those DLC things. So probably definitely was Ni no Kuni.
Yeah. Well, if we can't figure out like some sort of method to where it's not just hours upon hours of grinding for these other things, and especially because to 100%.
Yeah, because I don't want to just be under leveled the entire time, but I also don't want to just grind.
Yeah, well, we need money, and we need levels on our people to be able to do stuff. I'm guessing the main story must take 60 hours, but even still, like, is that just one character's story? I don't know what exactly. I don't know. Like I said, though, we might honestly just have to quit Octopath if we can't figure, because I am not going to spend just hours sitting there farming bosses. Like, I don't think the combat's that much fun to sit there and grind the same enemies. Just to level up people to just never get equipment, but it seems like we need equipment, because again, that felt like the hardest part with all those bosses is basically, oh, look at all these other characters that do nothing. And then you have one person you have to set up for the perfect thing where the enemy's vulnerable and you have all your buffs up to do 1/3 of its health. That's pretty annoying. You know? I think you can agree with that. It's kind of terrible game design, but I don't think that's how the game's supposed to be designed, because I think you're supposed to have other people who are capable of fighting, you know?
Yeah. I just feel like the systems don't work like that. Like, there's no way with what we have, the game could be played that way.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, again, the only reason my whatever Berg guy could keep up is just because I gave him equipment from that area. But he's still rocking the equipment from the area, like his town. And he's able to do that much. Which is interesting, because my other people can't keep up at all, and they don't get anything. But it's like also defensively, I feel like he was holding up in that area pretty well. Like all the bosses, defensively, besides the poison one. You know? Like he was basically able to do stuff, but again, the new characters, and even like Cyrus and stuff I had with me, they were getting butchered by attacks.
Yeah.
So maybe levels make a huge difference. Because I don't think
That or just some characters are insane.
Well, I mean, Primrose was getting throttled at the beginning. You remember that, because you're like, maybe your person's just not tanky. But
yeah, which to be fair, your person did seem just
yeah, but now now they have like 1,000 health, which is like double Cyrus or Tressa's, even though they're only like 3 or 4 levels above, and they can do damage.
Health at least scales pretty heavily in level.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it was fine the first couple of fights, because, you know, it's like basically scaling from them to be level 1, even though not perfectly, and I could like block enough damage. But in now these times, my other teammates do literally nothing, and the fights just take too long, and I can't expend that much mana every single turn.
Kinda a while.
Like, just mine or in general, the fights?
Just in general. Random field fights.
It just, they give these characters, or like the enemies, like all these things to where it's like you basically need to use your mana, but you only have enough mana for like those AoE attacks and stuff to do like 6 of them before you have to return. So, I don't understand what they really want from you there. Because again, it's like if I could use...
Expensive are the SP items.
Oh, I feel like they were like 100 or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it does restore 40. Again, that's why I feel like we need to have some way of getting money. But I don't really know what it is. I don't really see how it's like, oh, just do this and we get a ton of money. Because I don't see that happening.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I don't see how to get money if it's not stealing or killing enemies.
However, again, if it is just leveling up Tressa, and every level we're getting like this huge amount increase to everything, to where the time we're 18, we're getting like thousands on a thing.
I just feel like, again, if there's an ability specifically made for money, I feel like you gotta be getting like thousands.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like we're getting that much at all. I don't know. And obviously, like the expense thing was like 30,000 to summon an enemy. I just feel like it's like with the equipment and everything that's here, it's like I feel like we have to be able to do something. Like there must be like some areas just meant for farming, we just haven't found them because we didn't explore enough or something. Like just EXP areas that give you tons, or some sort of mechanic or area that just does something, or again like some enemy that we can just find like super easily that gives us a ton of money, or like say you can just steal on Therian to like get a really good piece of equipment that you can sell a ton of, you know, something. Because again, it reminds me of like
like this isn't meant to be get this played without knowing those things.
Yeah, but like I said, it's like Tales Symphonia, like the original. Like money was super scarce early on, you know, and it's like there's even things where you're going out, oh, do this mini game to get a bunch of these gels to where you can sell the gels to get money for stuff, you know. But it's like this is on a whole other level. Like I can't do anything in this game. Like I feel like
it's like it doesn't really. Again, we basically have consumables. Like that's not really the problem. It's just we need equipment, and we don't have the money for it.
Because like I said, defensively, I'm fine if my other people get like 2-shot or 3-shot. You know, even though it kind of sucks for them to have 500 health and 3-shot.
The bodyguard ability or whatever.
Yeah. However, like, I just feel like if we had the defensive upgrades on them, they would be insane. And also, I just feel like their weapons. But also, I feel like levels must matter a ton. Like, an unbelievable amount. Just because, again, the damage I do, it's like, I'm doing, like, actually... Like, I think Tressa, with using 3 arrows against one of those guys when they had their shield up, I was doing 1, 1, and then 2.
To be fair, yeah, probably, actually. Because it seems like my fights are easier, obviously. I am, like, 2 or 3 levels higher on, like, most of my people.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
And also, just, like, those bigger enemies just have, like, 1,000,000 defense. Or, they're higher levels so they take less damage. Which sounds much more likely if you ask me.
I think it is just a level thing. I don't know. Like I said, I think you should definitely look into it, and if not, maybe we'll just spend an hour or two, probably on stream, or at least on a recording, just sitting there farming some low-level enemies or something, and just trying to get levels on whoever. Definitely Tressa, but I don't know if I'm gonna level, like, Cyrus or something. Just see what I'm really supposed to do. Because if we can get money for equipment, that's great. Or if levels are just insanely overpowered and I just need to have 2 other people leveled, okay. But again, that makes that even trickier though when we're worrying about our team being overleveled, because the game's just gonna be super easy because our main characters are gonna be so powerful and like unkillable, which kind of as it already feels in like this area. Like I'm pretty sure danger level's like 17, and I'm fighting these people and like their attacks, it's like they smack me for 100. It's like, okay, but I have like 1,000 health. So
yeah,
that's not
the
a big
weird
deal.
thing. It feels like enemies do like no damage. However, it also feels like I do like no damage.
Yeah, but then they hit like Tressa or something. It's quite literally half their health, because like they have 500, but then it does like 250.
And it's like 250 damage in block.
Yeah, but then Therian also does like 3 in attack, and then also just the abilities they have, like ooh, fire to everyone. Well, you need to break shield for it to do any damage, first of all, or you're doing like 60. And when they're out of shield and you fully charge, it's like 300 everyone. But they have 1,000 health, even like the really easy enemies to kill. And also, you can only do that like 2 or 3 times before you have to run back to an inn.
Yeah.
So again, I just feel like we need levels, and also to farm more of the battle point stuff.
I definitely feel like some more job shrines would help with combat, but it doesn't really solve the core issues.
I just think it feels a lot like Blue Dragon in the sense that it's just we have to sit here and farm up the battle point stuff, and then just max out our classes to even stand a chance. But also we need to worry about levels, so it's tough. So I don't know. I'm not really sure how to approach it at all. I just feel like we need a lot more options. But I don't know. Because like I said, with like Cyrus, if I had more of the battle points, I could at least get the other hit alls, where it's like hit twice hit all, which would help a lot with shield breaking, but that also is 22 SP, so I can use quite literally only 3. So I don't even know if that would be that helpful. And that's the one of the characters that seems more helpful to have all of his abilities. Like some of the other ones just don't even matter.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And I don't think the passives are going to be like that insane. I mean, what? Cyrus even got the one recently that gives him like 50 more magic attack to where he's almost at 200 and still no damage. So I don't know. We might just have to sit there and farm for levels. And like I said, just every time we do a chapter, then we have to back out and throw in another character and level them up a ton. Either that or we basically just have to have a 3-person party, but again, that doesn't really work with things like Tressa. Because if we essentially need Tressa for all this stuff, and Thorian, then that basically means that's our team. For me, at least. It's like I can use those 3 and then whoever I need for a chapter. Which kind of ruins me, because I don't think Tressa's that good, and I don't think Thorian's, like, insane. And then I have no tank. So... And that's assuming that even fixes our issue. But again, the levels from the other stuff, like I said, equipment I think we need 100% just to be able to progress. But I don't know. I feel like my other 2 people have been kind of still pulling their weight even without getting better equipment.
Yeah. Like, I feel like my hunter doesn't have that great of equipment. I'm pretty sure I stole an item in the hunting place, and they've been rocking that.
Yeah, I just feel like, again, I bought, like, stuff early on. So it must just be a huge thing to do with levels. But that's, like I said, might be even worse. Because then equipment doesn't really matter. And so it's like, you don't need money for that. So it's like, what's the point? But then it's also like, what are these stats that are going up if they don't matter?
And then it also means, of course, that our people are just going to be busted.
Yeah,
and that we will need to be on par to stand a chance.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Just, it's so stressful because it's like, how am I can't do anything. It's not like a simple fix. I'm just going to have to sit there and just do so many repetitive battles to... Because like I said, even to get my own character to level 21, that's going to take a while. That's going to take an hour or 2 just to get the XP for that. Like I said, it makes it harder that my other people aren't strong enough. So, I don't know. I don't know. Let's just hope you find something. But anyway, I'm out of here. I'm ending stream and doing dailies and such. But as always, make sure to like, follow, and obey, and we'll catch you on the flippity flop ribbon. And if you're on YouTube, links and search for links to Twitch, to TikTok, and Twitter, or what's Live. And if you're on Twitch, Xbox, and it's on screen, you have the link directly to it. But I will see you guys later.